And good evening, race fans. Welcome to Darlington Raceway here in Southern, I was going to say Southern California, but that's all right, BJ. We're at Darlington in South Carolina for the Sweet Tea 250 here at L-TAC with their amazing series they've got going on. This is the Tucson Sound Art Cup Series, Next Gen Cars at Darlington Speedway. And in the booth with me tonight is BJ Duval, Mason Heimbaugh down there in the trailer again, once again, giving these awesome images to us. This is an amazing track. It's storied, it's historied. We've seen it all over the place since what, I don't know, 1950 something was when it was founded. It's a 1.3 mile track. Right now, the temperature outside is 68 degrees. And I tell you, we got a track temp at 68 degrees is going to make for some great grip tonight on this track. We got 180 laps of excitement. They got 5 tires in the pits. Right now, they're still in practice. We've got a few minutes left in practice. And then we're going to do some qualifying here shortly, I believe. And what we're going to do is we're going to qualify. And I think we've got, let's see how many people we've got in the server tonight. I don't think we have enough for an LCQ. And if we have enough for the LCQ, we're going to take 35 to the feature. Then we'll do an LCQ where I believe it's, no, we're not doing the LCQ tonight. Okay, so that's all for Moot. Qualifying's rolling out right now. BJ, you with me, buddy?
Yes, sir. Here. It's going to be an awesome night.
Have you had a chance yet to drive this car on Darlington?
I have driven the Next Gen a little bit, and I have not driven at Darlington. I've only got a couple races under my belt here at Darlington as far as the Next Gen goes. So I'm quite interested in seeing how they do around this track.
Well, watching in practice tonight, it's kind of more of the same of what we saw last week at Indy. The cars are pretty loose on exit corner. Now, historically speaking, these guys have been here a few times. The worst time, I shouldn't say that, the worst time, but the longest race they had 11 cautions. That was back in 2020. And you can imagine that that was with the old car. So we'll see what happens tonight with the new car.
Yeah, I'm quite interested myself. I know the old car, personally, I like the way they handled it a lot better and like the way they drove around Darlington. The new car is going to be a trip. I know there's a lot of kinks still being worked out here in the Next Gen cars, so it's going to be interesting to see how they do.
Well, so far we've got 4 times down, and it looks like Barrick Uphold in the 92 right now, as it sits, has the fastest lap, 30 flat basically. It's a 30.06 around this 1.3 mile oval. Very tricky track when you see it from above. Anybody that knows anything about NASCAR knows that this track is shaped like an egg for a reason when they originally built it on the Oh, wow, look at that. Taylor Butcher Benjamin throws up a 29.79. So right now that stands as the fastest lap we're looking at. Barrett comes back with his second lap at a 29.89. But what I was saying was when they originally bought the property and built the track, there was a farmer out there on the end of one turn, and he didn't want his fields altered in any way, shape, or form. So they had to alter the track to make room for those fields, which is why now when you look at the track, I know they flip-flopped it at one point in time. So I believe it's 1 and 2 are pretty wide sweeping a long corner, and then 3 and 4 are very tight. And that's usually where you see the issues come in, is down there in 3 and 4 when they try to pass. It was hard before, BJ, with the old car, the Gen 6, making passes in that corner. With this new one, I can only imagine it's going to be that much harder.
Oh, absolutely. And the corners being extremely tight, you're going to see a lot of people trying to get down way below the line down in the danger zone. Really, it's a lot flatter down there. There's not as many G-forces to hold the car down. So seeing them pass through these corners, it's going to be really tricky, and you're going to see cars sliding all over the place.
Yeah, especially if we do get a long green flag run. But like I said, they've got a pretty cool track right now that they're working with, about 68 degrees on track. So last week we had like I said, it was an interesting race. We did have some penalties that carried over. Kyle Green got a 1-point penalty, and Stefan Purcell in the 57, he also got a 1-point penalty. Now, last time these guys were at Darlington, BJ, the race was for the championship race. That was in 2021, and a guy that we know well, Joseph, guy that's been really dominant in this series so far this season. He led, I believe, 154 out of the 180 laps they had last time. Now, he was second in points coming into that race and did everything he needed to do. Led the race, led the most laps, won the race, but still wound up finishing second to the eventual series champion of Holden McGill, who actually finished 5th in that race. So that got him the championship only by 2 points. So that was a pretty close championship. And according to the stats I'm looking at, it was the closest one in the league so far. So that's pretty cool. Last year's podium was Joseph first, Taylor Butcher Benjamin second, with Logan Hamilton coming in third. Track records, Nate Brooker set down at 27.464 in 2020. But again, that was the old car, the Gen 6 as we call it now. Right now we're looking at Joseph, the guy we've been talking about, a 29.52. And to his outside so far, Ryan Dingler in that 8 car, a 29.79. It must have been like about a thousandth difference between he and Taylor Butcher Benjamin there.
Yeah, it's definitely extremely close. Joseph put down, honestly, a blistering lap around here, almost 2/10 or over 2/10 faster than second place of Dingler. But we're getting ready for the national anthem, so we're going to step aside.
Yes, sir. We have wrapped up. We're just about wrapped up qualifying here. We're going to step away from it while they do the national anthem. When we come back, we'll give you the full field lineup for the race. And welcome back, race fans, to Darlington Speedway here for the L-TAC Sweet Tea 250 in the Tucson Sound Art Cup Series, Next Gen Cup Series, I should say. We've got our qualifying done, and we're going to do a quick lineup for you real quick. Joseph, we were talking about him just before the anthem there in qualifying ended, how he came in here and dominated last year. He comes in, flat out steams the field with a 29.515 to his outside. Ryan Dingler in second. Third, Taylor Butcher Benjamin. Fourth, Kyle Green. Fifth, it's going to be Anthony Mazzotti. To his outside, it's going to be Barrick Uphold in the 92. Next row is going to be Hunter Thrower in the 83. Grant Peterson comes in eighth. Ninth will be Jeremy Berger. Rounding out your top 10, Joseph Causey. BJ, who you got for the rest of the field? Did we lose BJ? Sounds like we lost him. All right, Tyler Granat is going to be in 11th. Frank Flores, 12th. Mario Lapinta, 13th. Colin Stone, 14th. Robert Pattengale, 15th. Justin Wilson, 16th. Richard Springer, 17th. Logan Hamilton, 18th. Kevin Franks, 19th. And rounding out your top 20s, Nate Brooker. Now, the folks from 17th on to 20th did not qualify. They just went, they opted to start back there in the back of the field. Now, it looks like we're going to have ourselves a 24 car field here tonight. And we're going to be waiting on, I'm getting it from the production booth. We're waiting on a couple guys to show up. So that'll give us a couple more drivers here in the field. 180 lap race. And if I'm not mistaken, we've got a guy who's going to be doing a lucky draw for me here and telling me who the lucky guy is. The lucky draw is the guy that's in 21st place right now. That's Nathan Christensen. And Mason, refresh my memory, man. I'm sorry. What does he win again? If he... All right, well, I'm gonna get with the admin on that. I know that they get something. Forgive me for this. I should know this, but I'm having a brain cramp. But real quick, BJ, you back yet, buddy?
Yeah, I'm not really sure what just happened here. My computer just crashed and completely shut down on me.
Oh my goodness, man. Well, hopefully we'll get that worked out for you. We're just about done with warm-ups here. We're fixing to go ahead and catch the grid. Real quick, if you don't mind, I'm going to talk about the sponsor of this series, L-TAC's Tucson Sound Art Next Gen Cup Series. Tucson Sound Art introduces an entirely new and enjoyable way to listen to music in your home. Uploading and making your own images and pictures into sound art is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Everyone who looks at the picture will wonder where the great sound is coming from. A single charge will last days and give you the ability to go truly wireless with no power cables. Sound art looks good in any room in the house, from the front room to the back room. The speakers are powered by batteries and receive audio via a Bluetooth connection, meaning nobody will even know that the art they're looking at is actually producing the sound they're hearing. Tucson Sound Art specializes in creating custom artwork from your personal artwork and photos. You can also choose images from their expansive collection of high-quality photos. It is the perfect gift for friends, family, and business associates and announcers. I just want to throw that out there. To learn more, visit www.tucsonsoundart.com. And here we go. We're rolling off, man. I'm not sure if those two that we're waiting on have actually showed up. We'll find out here. I'm not sure who we're waiting on, to be honest with you. So I'm hearing from our producer that they did not show up in time. That's unfortunate because, man, BJ Racing in Darlington is an experience in and of itself.
Oh, absolutely. And it is an absolute blast. Every time I've ever been here, it's battles back and forth throughout the entire race. Just doing everything you can to keep it off the wall. It's a heck of a race to be missing.
I tell you what, man, I've never won in Darlington in the sim world, never even run it in real life, to be completely honest with you, but I've done, I don't know, a couple of handfuls of races here in trucks, cup cars, Xfinity cars, and believe it or not, I even ran one in street stocks one time. That was a blast. But we're gonna roll down pit road. It looks like here. I'm not sure if what they're trying to do here. Mason. So they're probably going to park it on pit road, or maybe they're just establishing pit road speed. I'm not real sure what's going on here.
Yeah, I'm not really sure, but it's showing a green flag on Iverson sense, so.
Yeah. Citing pit stalls, what I'm being told, which is helpful. I mean, man, you know, when you're coming down on the, I think pit road speed is, let's see here, pit road speed is, there it is. Pit speed limit is 45 miles an hour. So, you know, Darlington's a hard track to get onto pit road from, man. You're coming off the track doing about 130, 145 miles an hour right there, coming off of 4, and you've got to get it down to 45 miles an hour. So they just, oh, here comes, Nolan's trying to clear a lot of black flags. When they do custom starts like this, folks, iRacing loses its mind and just decides it wants to black flag everybody. So admin's taking care of that right now. We're lined up 2 by 2. BJ getting ready to go down for the start here. It looks to me like they've got things sorted out. Joseph Joe is out there. Pace Truck's still leading the pack, but Joseph Joe's on pole. We still got Ryan Dingler right there to his outside. We got some great looking cars in the field tonight.
Absolutely, man. I'm noticing a lot of blue, and I'm liking the blue going throughout the field here.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Before I got into the server tonight, I completely forgot Darlington had lights. I did.
I don't know if I've ever ran here at night myself on the sim.
I don't think I have either. I remember the first time they ran at night, though. When they started in the late afternoon and ran into the night, and it looked spectacular in real life. And I tell you what, the sim really does a great job of recreating that look. It looks so beautiful right now. We're getting ready to go green. I do believe they're on the back stretch now. Lights are off on the Pace Truck, and they are stacked up 2 by 2. Real quick before we go here, who's your favorite tonight there, BJ?
You know, from what I've seen of this series so far this season, I'm going to have to go with Joseph. He's been on a tear lately.
Yeah, he has, and he was strong last year. He led 154 of 180 laps, but I'm still pulling for my guy Dingler on the outside there. I've known Ryan for a long time, and I think he's going to finally put it together tonight and get him a win here at Darlington. We're off. They're off to a great start right there. The green flag is out. Great start for Joseph Joe in that 20. Gets out to about a 4-car lead over Ryan Dingler there. They're going to single out pretty quick, or they're going to want to get down into turn 1 and 2. This is the wider turn of the 2 ends of the track here. and they're going to get a great run off of 2 right here. Now 2 is pretty tricky, but 4, we're going to keep an eye on them as they come down the back stretch. BJ down into turn 3 and 4.
Yeah, Joseph got off to a great start there, and he is leading the way. They have single filed out. You got the 20 of Joseph, the 8 of Dingler, and the 1 of Butcher Benjamin as the top 3. And you see the top 2 right now pulling away from Benjamin there.
Now these guys, they had a great practice session. I was in here watching them during practice, but I saw a bunch of guys having some issues getting off of exits. Both exits most of the time, but really a lot of the time it was exit 4, turn 4, excuse me, exit turn 4 right here. It's just real tricky right here, getting through turn 3 and 4, and then getting down into the throttle, coming down across the start finish line right there. So we're about 2 laps into it, 3 laps into it so far, and they're looking great.
Yeah, they really are. Everybody's taking it easy. Everybody's playing it smart. It's still early in the race, and they're giving each other room, not running each other over, not going for the haymakers right here in the opening laps. So we got a car loose down to the inside off turn number 2 right there.
Jeremy Berger gets a little loose, and I think he saved it because we're still green. So that's a kudos to him, because it's not hard to lose it, and it's definitely hard to save it out here at Darlington Motor Speedway. I tell you what, man, you know, it doesn't look like they're going that fast, but I tell you, when you're in the car, BJ, it feels like you're doing 200 miles an hour here.
Oh, it really does. It seems like the tighter the track gets, maybe not as much as the shorter the track gets. Oh, 9 is down into the inside wall off turn 2 again. That's the second car off turn 2 to come off like that, and still the green flag stays out on the track.
Nope, caution's out now. Caution's out now. And we're going to see if we can't roll that back and get a look at what happened there. And what's unfortunate is that's a good-looking car. I mean, that's the Coors Light, the Bill Elliott car, you know?
Well, it used to be a good-looking car.
He just got loose coming off of 2 right there. We talked about that. Oh, man, that's unfortunate, too. Now, the good news is with these composite bodies, he should be able to get into pit road there and get some damage knocked out of it. I've been doing a lot of racing this week, BJ, in the Next Gen Series at Daytona, and it's amazing the damage these cars can take and still keep up with the pack. So we'll see how it works out for him here at Darlington. We're in a caution for our first time tonight, so we're going to try and step away real quick just for a brief second, work on some technical issues, and when we come back, we'll get you a restart in the books and get back to green flag racing. So stay tuned to LSRTV, the place for sim racing. We are at the L-TAC. Sorry, we're at Darlington for the L-TAC Sweet T250, and thanks for tuning in. We'll be right back.
Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, right? Our Ram trucks, truck of the year, amazing trucks. We have fun Jeeps, and then the exciting Dodge and Chrysler products. Lots of performance there, lots of excitement there. They've done a great job in really creating a full scope product line that could suit everybody's needs. Whether it's a family vehicle or a fun vehicle or a utility type vehicle or a big truck, we've got it all for our customers.
There are moments that surprise and delight the mind and the senses. Introducing SoundArt, the world's first truly customizable, concealed, flat panel art speaker system. A revolutionary combination of incredible sound delivered from your most meaningful pictures. When art and technology intersect, there is a seamless blend of creativity and function.
Come alive in the streetlight, pulling at the stars in the moonlight. Every time I feel you close.
With SoundArt, anyone can print their own artwork or pick from numerous licensed artwork that we have. The possibilities are limitless. Enjoy beautiful and amazing sound throughout your home. The entire surface of your artwork generates incredibly robust sound. SoundArt is elegantly hidden behind a high-grade, textured canvas wrap, bringing together the best of sound and art. This innovative design allows for a truly invisible, high-fidelity sound experience without bulky speakers. For licensors and other businesses, we are capable of producing thousands of units per day.
We're using the highest quality materials to give you the best product available in the market. Everywhere you look, there's always art. What I like so much about SoundArt, that you could just pair it and play.
Ansia, your art never sounded so good.
And welcome back, race fans, to Darlington Speedway for the L-TAC Sweet T250 in the Tucson Sound Art Next Gen Cup Series. We're going back to green real fast. There was a fast caution. We didn't have a whole lot of cars messed up on track. But man, BJ, look at that jump that Joseph got. He's out free and clear in the lead, but we got Taylor Butcher Benjamin challenging for second place down there on the inside of Ryan Dingler.
Yeah, we've got a lot of side draft in these cars and a lot of nose tail draft with the new air package introduced with these cars. So there's a good chance they're going to catch back up to him. But man, he just shot out of a cannon and is gone by a second already from that restart.
You know, that's the benefits of being the leader. You get to choose when you go in the restart box. And you'll see that a lot as we continue through the night. And if we have a lot of restarts, you'll see that. Whoever's leading this thing is probably going to pop out to a pretty good lead right there. I'm just impressed with the fact that Taylor Butcher Benjamin in that one car was able to take that position of second place away from Ryan Dingler.
Nice.
Oh, Masadi's losing it and saving it. And we stay green. Oh, my gosh. I don't know how this guy's missed it.
Wow.
That is some fantastic driving on everybody's behalf right there. I wonder, can we get a replay there down there in their booth? Oh, that's unfortunate because that, I just want everybody to see the skill it took right there, not just for him to not completely loop it and smack a wall, but the 3 or 4 guys that were behind him to completely miss him was outstanding work on the benefit of these guys. Now, folks, if you thought that was awesome, and if you thought that was something you might want to be a part of, the Truck Series, you know, they're looking for some folks in the Truck Series. If you're watching at home right now and you want to get on the Cup Series action, L-TAC is currently recruiting for a Wednesday night Truck Series. Sessions are at 7:30, 8:30 Eastern on a weekly basis. We'll be running the 25-week schedule that will run alongside the Cup Series. Perform well in the trucks, and you could end up with an invite to the Friday Night Cup Series. To sign up, go to the L-TAC Racing League Truck Series page on iRacing, or stalk, find, and talk to Nolan J. Rimple. Back to racing. BJ, did you have something you want to throw in there, buddy?
I was just going to say, man, that was absolutely incredible and impressive to see him go that far sideways and not a soul touch him going through there.
That's what I'm screaming, man. And in the meantime, these two, Butcher Benjamin and Dingler, have caught Joseph. And I mean, they're all over the back bumper of that 20 car right now, BJ. Looks like we got a 3-car fight for lead souping up here.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's about what I had expected. You know, those two were close enough to work together, Benjamin and Dingler, and Joseph was left out there to dry, and these long straightaways, that draft's going to come in very, very crucial to closing these gaps and making moves here at Darlington, and they proved it right there. It's just a few laps. They caught right up the back bumper of Joseph.
Yeah, and that's the great thing about this new package with the downforce and the horsepower that they've got for the intermediate and small tracks, man. It just makes for some great racing. And tell you what, that was a great ride along right there we had riding along with Ryan. Oh, the 92 is real loose right there, middle of the turn, slaps that wall, gets himself a Darlington stripe. We've all had one of those. In the meantime, back up front, we got a battle for the lead. Now look, I've said this 1,000 times about Joseph. Catching him is one thing. Getting around him, BJ, is completely different.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it takes a lot of skill to make a pass as is. It almost seems like it takes more skill to make your car wide and keep that position from the car behind you coming after you.
Especially here at Darlington. Look at this run the Taylor's going to get coming through 1 and 2 right here down the back stretch. Not quite able to seal the deal. Sorry, that was out of 3 and 4 coming down the front stretch. Not able to seal the deal. And we talked about this at the top of the show. It's very difficult to start or complete even a pass right there at 3 and 4.
Yeah, absolutely. As we know, 3 and 4 is much tighter than 1 and 2. I think I don't have that backwards, do I? No, 3 and 4 is tighter than 1 and 2. So with the track shrinking down, their cars are going to be slowing down. They're going to be getting on the binders, and it's like everything just seems to crunch down going into turns 3 and 4.
And look at this, Benjamin trying it one more time. He's tried it this way a couple of times. He eases up on the back bumper on the entry of 3 through the mid part of 3 and 4, and then he just tries to cut it down left and drag race with Joseph going down the front stretch. It's not working for him, though. That's going to give Ryan Dingler a chance to catch back up to him. Now, I was watching Dingler a couple laps back. He's getting a little loose, it looks like, already 15 laps into this race there, BJ. So it looks like tires might be at a premium tonight in this race.
Yeah, absolutely. That rough track surface and then the cooler temperatures allowing for a lot more grip. That actually causes the tires to wear off almost faster. It seems like caution is out. Second caution of the night.
Let's see what we got here. Ooh, somebody sitting right in the middle of the track. That's an uncomfortable spot. Right there. And here's the replay. We got that 3 car down there on the inside. Looks like he's just going to exit a 4, and he loops it. And oh my goodness, I'll tell you what, that's a long slide right there. And that's the worst feeling in the world when you can look to your right and see the entire field coming at you. That guy in the 82 car is going to be real thankful that he wasn't involved in that.
Yeah, if he hadn't locked him up right there, he'd have taken that 82 with him. And it's terrifying when you look to your right and see them all coming at you.
Yeah, I'm telling you, McFadden could have touched out and high-fived him, reached out the window and just high-fived him right there. So we find ourselves under caution one more time. Excuse me. And we're going to let these guys go around a couple times here. We're going to take another quick break, if that's okay with our producer down there, and get some water. We'll liquefy our vocal cords here, BJ, and we'll be right back for the Sweet T250 here at Darlington. Oh, wait, hold on. We got pit stops. Let's check these pit stops out real quick. And Dingler, I'll tell you what, I don't know if you saw that, but Butcher Benjamin really cut Joseph slack right there. He brake checked and let Joseph go by on the outside. So we got these guys sweeping into the pits real quick. And, we aren't doing too bad, BJ. 18 laps in, and we only had a couple cautions. That's a lot better than I expected it to be.
Yeah, so far everybody's been playing it pretty safe. There's not been anybody, beating and banging off of each other. There's been a couple of wall slaps, but everybody's been racing each other clean. So I'm looking forward to this being a good race here.
Now, I am not surprised at all that they're all coming in right now on lap 20. That's, that's about where I expected to see some tire changes. They've got 5 sets of tires. They had the set they started off with, and they got 4 more. But it looks like, if I'm not reading this wrong, it looks like everybody just took fuel only right there.
That's about what it looked like. It is still really early in the stages. With 5 sets of tires, most of these drivers, especially with the way coming off of turn 2 has been biting so many drivers, it's probably a lot safer, and they're probably playing under the mindset of they want to save 1 set of tires for in case they get loose like that and flat spot the tires, so that way they have 1 backup. So they're probably going to hold it out as long as they can, try to do it on 4 sets.
That's a good thought right there. But something else to keep in mind, now something I have learned the hard way over the last couple of weeks since this release came out, is the looser you are, the faster those tires seem to wear out, which is normal in real life. But in the sim, it never was a problem. But I have noticed that the looser you are in this car, in the sim, the faster those tires wear out, especially that right rear tire. And look at who has found himself up front now.
Yeah, I think him backing off there on entry really helped Butcher Benjamin out there, because he was able to eye up his pit stall a little bit quicker, didn't have to come off the throttle as fast rolling into his pit stall, so he was able to see Joseph pull in knowing his spot was right behind him.
Indeed, that could have been a big factor in that right there. So we're going to line these guys up and get ready for another restart right here. 20 laps down, that leaves 160 laps left in the race. And so far, it has not been disappointing at all. We've seen some great racing really fast in this. Some guys getting loose where we thought they'd get loose. Some guys getting their Darlington stripe out of the way early in this race. Your thoughts, BJ?
There's a lot less Darlington stripes than what I had expected already, knowing how this car drives and knowing how this track is. Granted, like I said earlier, I've not been on this combination yet. But knowing how it drives and how this track is, I'm surprised we haven't seen more of these drivers showing a lot of talent here tonight.
Absolutely. I mean, we saw that with the slide there of the number 3 car of Nate Brooker when he caught loose right there and slid all the way down the front stretch. And we'll probably see a little bit more of that. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I am not going to be disappointed if we see a couple more cautions, because this is Darlington, and that's what happens. It's a tough track, and they do call her the track too tough to tame.
I will openly admit it's been too tough for me here lately.
I hear you, man. Like I said, I've done a few races here myself, never won. I'm gonna be brutally honest with you. I'm not sure I've even finished most of the races I've started here at Darlington. She usually gets the best of me, but it's a fun track. It still is.
Let's see. Off the top of my head, I remember racing 4 races here at Darlington. I have completed none of those.
Yeah. So sounds like we're in the same boat. We're stacked up 2 by 2 by 2. One more time. Butcher Benjamin on the inside of row 1. To his outside, Joseph. Joseph was leading this thing, lost it in the pits. Dingler, Green, and Thrower round out your top 5 as we swing down through turns 3 and 4 one more time. The lights are out of the pace truck. They're stacked up. Getting ready for a green flag run here, BJ.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what Joseph is going to do now that he's not starting pole. Butcher Benjamin's probably going to try to play the same game that Joseph did and get the great jump right here.
I tell you what, look at this, man. They're playing some mind games there. Didn't go right off the bat. And there we go. Green flag is out. And look at that. He swings down immediately in front of Ryan Dingler. That's, you know, that's part of racing. And Dingler probably should have tried to close that gap a little bit more there, BJ. He would have lost that second spot.
Absolutely. And Joseph, knowing Dingler has been a threat already in this race, as him and Benjamin were able to catch up to Joseph, he had to know that he was going to be a threat and had to do everything he could. And look at that right there. He has already taken the lead away, cut that line. Done what I was saying earlier. That's usually a spot that's really dangerous, especially on colder tires, to try to make coming right back from a caution. I'm impressed he went down there below that white line.
It looks so easy. I hate guys like that. They just make it look.
Right.
Look, he had a nitro button in that car, man.
Excuse me, coming through.
Beep
Pull some
and
fast
cheeks.
fears here.
Now, we've had the same guys top three all night so far in the first 23 laps of this race. That's Joseph, Taylor, Butcher, Benjamin, and Dingler in the 8 car. But somehow I want to throw it back to the guy back there in 6th in that 83 car. He's probably got the most badass name in this league, Hunter Thrower. I like that guy, man. He's been pretty good the last few weeks. I mean, he just hasn't been able to seal the deal. He hasn't been able really to just, you know, maintain the good positions towards the end of the race. He starts off strong and usually winds up involved in somebody else's. Whoa, look at that swing out there. Oh, that was a close call right there for Hamilton in the 12 car. Looked like he might have been chasing that car a little bit on exit right there, BJ.
Yeah, it was a couple of them. There's another one just a little bit further back that I seen do it as well. These drivers doing a great job holding on to it. I'll guarantee them things are looser and I'll get out there.
Well, I'll tell you, you know, that's the thing about the next gen car. I will say this, with that bigger tire, the bigger contact patch for all 4 of those tires, they are easier to save. They really are. But like I said, I have noticed, though, that for whatever reason, the more out of shape you are, the faster your tires are going to wear down, which kind of compounds that effect, if you know what I mean.
Oh, absolutely, because, you know, just a little bit of loose, you're actually sliding a little bit. So it makes sense. I mean, you're scrubbing them off by sliding that little bit there. So I can see that happening.
And we're watching a great fight right here between the 6 of Springer. And let's see, we got the 23 car of Frank Flores, got the 81 right behind him, Tyler Granat. That mobile car, I dig that paint scheme, man. It's a throwback, sort of a little bit of a reminder of the old Jeremy Mayfield paint scheme. But I'm not sure what's going on with the 23, but he's been a little loose right there on the exit of all 4 corners. No, there's only 2 exits, John. I know that. Meantime, back up front, we do have a great fight shaping up here for the lead. Once again, you've got Taylor, Butcher, Benjamin there in 2nd, Ryan Dingler in the 8 car back there in 3rd. These guys have really been like the class of the show so far. But if you look back there, you got the 18 car sneaking in there. That's Kyle Green, Grant Peterson, and Hunter Thrower. They're all kind of catching back up to these top 3.
Yeah, they're slowly working their way up. I'm wondering if the top 3 hasn't started backing off trying to save their tires. They've been running, as you said, they've been running the top 3 all night long, and they've been, for the most part, pulling away from everybody else. I'm wondering if they haven't hurt themselves and hurt their tires by running as hard as they were in the early stages, and the pack's starting to prove it.
Or, I'm going to throw this out there, that draft. I mean, the draft is a real thing with these new cars. The horsepower and downforce package that we've got here, even though we're on a smaller track, then you would see a you know, quote unquote draft take effect. It looks like to me, these guys are just chasing these guys down with the draft effect here at Darlington.
That's very possible. And you know, they do have pretty long straightaways here. For, as you said, a shorter track, they do have pretty long straightaways still. There's a lot of time for that draft to pick up.
Absolutely. We're riding along with Logan Hamilton. If you look down there on his dashboard, you see he's in 5th gear, and he's still hitting the chip right here at the end of the straightaway, BJ. So there's a lot of horsepower being put down as they enter these corners.
Yeah, for sure. He is absolutely flying. These guys are absolutely flying. Hitting that chip coming down the straightaways here at Darlington. They might have it geared for that tighter corner to try to compensate for it, but I'm still a bit surprised to see him hitting that chip in 5th gear coming down the straightaway.
That's what I'm screaming, man. There's nothing more frustrating to me than hitting the chip a little early. I would like to see it maybe the last 75% of the straightaway, maybe, but they're hitting it pretty early right there, almost halfway down. In the meantime, it looks like we've got a pretty good lead shaping up back here. The 6 car, I mean, he's just moving right now. Springer has. The last time we checked in on him, he was back there in, I believe, 19th, fighting his way forward right now. He's up to 15th right now and looking really good. He's looking to rebound from a rough week at Indy last week.
Yeah, Springer's up to 15th. He started this, I believe, 17th, and we're showing Sean Deal right now right in front of him is up 10 spots as well as Logan Hamilton. We got a car loose down the back straightaway once again out of turn number 2.
I'll tell you what, that McFadden, that's a great save, and I bet he is wide awake right now. That definitely got his attention. He's got a Darlington stripe on the inside of that car, so he's already met that wall a couple of times. But man, again, I just want to reiterate, these guys are showing some great skill, and I know people are going to laugh at me when I say that, but I mean, when you can save a car that's doing 160 miles an hour at Darlington Motor Speedway, you're doing something good.
Oh, for sure. And you know, I'm a dirt guy myself. I'm used to driving sideways. I've come out here and I've raced a lot of asphalt stuff, and I think in the back of my mind, I've got an advantage over these guys. If I get loose, I just hold on to it and throttle out. Wow. It doesn't work. It does not work.
You know, I tell you, with the old car, you had to be, I always say this like about guys like Jimmy Johnson in real life. Jimmy Johnson drove a really loose race car. That's been on record for, oh, wow. Look at this, the 2 in the 88. I'll get back to that in a minute, but the 2 in the 88, I'm not sure what happened there. The 2 got loose or what, but Berger, just a massive slowdown on exit of that last corner, allowed Causey to get right up on his bumper and bump draft him right there, BJ. Not something we see a lot at Darlington Speedway.
No, that is not, and it's almost amusing to see them both go in tandem all the way down the track, right up against each other.
Right now, I'm not sure if Berger wants to hold him up. Oh, Berger gets loose right there on exit 2 and saves it one more time. That's great driving right there, but that's going to let Causey sneak by on the outside to move Causey up to 9th, drop Berger back to 10th. But like I was saying, you touched on a loose race car and how to, you know, most people don't like to drive that, but Jimmy Johnson back in the day loved the loose race car and just was outstanding at tracks where, like Texas, Charlotte Motor Speedway, where you didn't want to be loose, but if you could drive a loose race car, you were dominant. And that's what these cars remind me of. If you can drive a loose race car, you're going to be fine.
Oh, for sure. You know, back in the old days of the old NASCAR heats and the old Dirt to Daytona games, I loved being loose too. I got here to iRacing where it was more realistic. You can forget that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'll tell you what, we've got a great fight shaping up right here. That's the 81 of Granat Purcell. It's an extra top 20.
AC. Sorry, my screen went pixelated there for a second there, and I couldn't see what was going on. But
and that's why I stopped talking. I'm like, well, what happened here? It's probably some network issues we're having, folks. Bear with us. If you guys are seeing that on your end as well, we will get that looked at as quick as we can. But we are, you know, we're still green and we're still looking great. I mean, it's a great picture that Mason's got for us down there in the production trailer. Mason Heimbaugh, our producer, showing you these images right now, folks. We work hard to try and bring you a good show week in, week out. And sometimes the announcers will get, oh, we got a car spinning down the front stretch. Was that who? That was Dingler. That's what I thought that was. My goodness, our third place driver, Ryan Dingler, spinning down the backstretch, coming off a 2. Not sure what happened there. We'll see if we can catch a replay real quick. And here's the replay. He's right there, not too far off the bumper of the 1 car. And, oh, he's going to slap that. Oh, he hits that inside wall a ton. Oh, my goodness.
Ooh, that's going to hurt it.
Yeah, he's going to have to get that car looked at. That's gonna hurt his night right there, I'm afraid. Man, that was the impact on the outside wasn't too bad, but that inside wall ate his lunch, and he looks like he's down on power right now.
Yeah, for sure. He absolutely drilled it. Even if he's not down on power, that's going to hurt his aero. And from what we've seen with the draft effect already, that's going to hurt him down the straightaways a lot. Looks
now,
like we got some pit stops going on.
Closed right now. I mean, I see a red light there, don't you?
Yeah, I'm showing a red light, but everybody's going down. I mean,
okay. I just want to make sure I wasn't hallucinating or maybe having some issues on my end again. But
well, here's my thought on that. If everybody's pitting and it's a closed pit, I'm pretty sure iRacing just gives an end of the line penalty. So by the time they all get an end of the line penalty, they're back in the same spot, right?
Sure. Let's go with that. Here we go, folks. We should see some tire changes this time. We're lap 39 out of 180. Yeah, there we go. I see some cars getting jacked up now, getting those right side tires on. Joseph is. And it looks like the left sides are going on. We got guys coming out of their pit stalls already. And the race off of pit road is going to be won by the 20 car of Joseph. Taylor Butcher Benjamin in 3rd. Green in the 18 car, Kyle Green there in 3rd. Hunter Thrower in 83, and Hamilton ran out your top 5. Dingler has finally made it around to his pit stall. It took him a long time though, so I'm guessing he's probably got some engine damage there, BJ.
Yeah, that would not surprise me, and he took a really hard lick to that wall.
It's unfortunate. Ryan had a great night going. I'm gonna have to stop picking him. I'm gonna have to stop picking him to win these things, because every time I do, he ends up in trouble.
Yeah, well, announcer's curse. It's a real thing. I've witnessed it and I felt it.
Oh my goodness! What a race! Oh my goodness! We're getting word from our race control and our booth that Taylor Butcher Benjamin got himself a speeding penalty. BJ, that's going to hurt, because that's going to put him all the way in the back of the pack in that dirty air.
Yeah, for sure. And we know that he was looking to fight Joseph for that position once again. You know, it had to be coming soon.
Oh yeah, it's 140
still
laps.
a long race.
Yeah, it's just we've seen how hard it is here to make a pass at Darlington, and you know it's not impossible, but it is difficult. And now he's going to have to pass up a whole bunch of cars. He's back there. Looks like he's going to restart in about 19th. And what's even, I wouldn't say funnier about that, but ironic, I guess, is Dingler's 2 cars in front of him.
Yeah, the only one of the top 3 dominant cars right now left is, in fact, Joseph sitting up there right where he started. Only a few laps that he didn't lead of this race, and most of those were under caution. Joseph is showing the way tonight.
Yes, he is, but we kind of knew that coming in because he was so dominant last year. He just seems to have this track down, pat. I mean, he's really good here. We talked about at the top of the show, led 154 out of 180 laps last year coming into this race. So right alongside now with Logan Hamilton up on that roof cam. I love that shot. Thank you, Mason, for that shot. Looks fantastic, man.
Hey, those cameras look familiar.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah?
Heck yeah.
Let's see if we can't stick with. I like this shot. Let's stick with this shot right here for the restart. As we come down the backstretch, we're stacking them up and see these guys warming these tires up. And yes, folks, that actually matters in sim racing now. They have modeled that in. Get these tires cleaned up, getting them warmed up. I'm waiting for them to model the hot braking. You know, get the design goes brake to those tires, heat it up a little bit. When they model that in, it's on, buddy, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I'd like to see some tire work come to dirt, though.
Yeah. Well, I didn't say it was perfect, but you got to admit, they've come a long way as the pace truck ducks off. And here we go. You see these guys getting right up on there, and there he goes. Joseph, like he was shot out of that cannon again there, BJ. Man, oh, but he got wicked loose right there. And he's going to try and, it's almost like Pocono, it looks like, where he's just trying to break their draft.
Almost. I think he just got on the gas a little too hard for them cold tires there. Just about bit him, but he still got out to a solid half-second lead right off the bat. Oh, no.
Down to the
Hamilton.
Inside. Man, we got another car looping it, and another car. Oh, my goodness. Oh, that was a hard impact by that third car that lost right there. He lost his whole front end.
Oh, more of them. The cold tires biting tonight.
My God. Oh, the 81 car was involved in that. We've been watching him tonight, too. Got the 99. We're going to ride along with Christensen in the 99 here shortly. As he was, oh, wow, he was just a victim of circumstance there. He got woed up and just hit by a car that was trying to save it for like the entire straightaway there. That is so upsetting.
Wow.
Man, that was insane. I mean, we started with one car. It was almost like there was oil on the track. They don't do that yet in iRacing, but that's what it looked like. Look at this.
It really did. So many cars just going and then going and then gone.
Look at that. Oh my goodness. Well, that was a really fast caution right there.
Yes,
Lap
it was.
43, and we're going to see some guys duck in and probably get that damage fixed. Maybe a couple guys that come in and top off. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we'll give you a quick top 10 rundown and a restart. So please stay tuned to the LSRTV production presentation, of the L-TAC Tucson Sound Art Sweet Tea 150 here at Darlington Speedway. We'll be right back.
There are moments that surprise and delight the mind and the senses. Introducing Sound Art, the world's first truly customizable, concealed, flat panel art speaker system. a revolutionary combination of incredible sound delivered from your most meaningful pictures. When art and technology intersect, there is a seamless blend of creativity and function.
Come alive in the streetlight, pulling at the stars in the moonlight. Every time I feel you close.
With sound art, anyone can print their own artwork or pick from numerous licensed artwork that we have. The possibilities are limitless. Enjoy beautiful and amazing sound throughout your home. The entire surface of your artwork generates incredibly robust sound. Sound art is elegantly hidden behind a high-grade textured canvas wrap, bringing together the best of sound and art. This innovative design allows for a truly invisible, high-fidelity sound experience without bulky speakers. For licensors and other businesses, we are capable of producing thousands of units per day.
We're using the highest quality materials to give you the best product available in the market. Everywhere you look, there's always art. What I like so much about sound art, that you could just pair it and play.
Ansia, your art never sounded so good.
And welcome back, race fans, to Darlington Speedway, where we are kind of just talking amongst ourselves there. That really, BJ, that looked like oil on the track. We got like 5 or 6 guys spinning out of control on exit of a turn. That looked so much like somebody blew a motor right there.
It really does. You know, I've been on the sim for 3 years now. I have never seen that many cars with zero connection whatsoever to it get loose coming off the same corner just like that.
Well, I can tell you, as a guy who's been racing since sim racing since 1995, 96, somewhere in that area, way back when Papyrus first came out with their first simulator. Neither have I. I mean, and I've been waiting for stuff like rain and oil on the track. And I mean, that's exactly what it looked like for a second there. So, yeah, that was crazy. But folks, this is the Sweet T250. I said 150 earlier before the break. Sweet T250 brought to you by the guys over at Tucson Sound Art. And I'm going to touch base on this once again. If you like what you're seeing and you want to try and be a part of this Cup Series, you got to do it through the Truck Series first. And they are looking for drivers of the Truck Series. So make sure you pass by the iRacing League site for the L-TAC rate series and hook up with them, or look for Nolan J. Rimple if you can find him. But I tell you what, folks, if you want to get in on the action, iRacing.com is the place to start. They've got everything for you. They got NASCAR, they got IMSA, they got dirt. We just talked about that. BJ loves to throw dirt at people, so he gets in on that dirt track racing. We've got Indy cars, we got, you know, stadium trucks. I mean, dirt rally, anything you can possibly think of, I think we've got. So come on by iRacing.com, check it out. Get yourself set up today. It's a subscription service, but it's damn well worth it, I promise you. Pace truck is off as we go through the exit of turn 4 right there. Kyle Green on the outside, Joseph Joe on the inside. Green flag is out. Joseph, BJ, that cannon shot one more time.
Yeah, I don't know what he's packing in there, but it has got to be some heavy grain gunpowder to shoot out of that cannon like he has every single restart that he's been on pole.
I'm wondering if he's not starting in first. I mean, I just what it looks like to me is like he's got such a different gear ratio than those guys behind him, because he gets such a great start. But man, look at how fast they group up and draft back to him, though.
Are we not on a fixed series here?
It is a fixed series, but you can definitely.
That's what I thought. Yeah,
it's a fixed series, but if you can figure out how to start a different gear, you know, like first, and make it work for you, you're a beast on these restarts, man.
That's for sure. He's got to be doing something that nobody else has got figured out. Oh, we got the one car heavy into the wall, 23 loose, and another car down to the inside.
Is that Dingler again? Oh, no.
Oh.
Ryan's had a rough night here at Darlington, folks. He was running top 3 for most of the night, and now he's got Darlington stripes on both sides of this car. I think he's probably going to pull it in the pits. I hope he doesn't call it a night, but he may have to with the amount of damage he's got now. In the meantime, back up front. I don't know what happened to the thrower there, but he's lost some distance on the top 2. Joseph oh, another one out of shape. Another one behind him here.
Oh,
my goodness.
Same turn.
Mercedes have problems already tonight, but that's the second time he's gotten loose. This time he did not save it. Remember earlier, he had a fantastic save coming off of exit 2. Oh, man. here we are in the caution again. I think this is our 5th caution tonight. Man, I tell you what.
That is the same turn too.
Yeah, same turn, man. I'm wondering if iRacing hasn't activated rain already, and we just don't see it yet. Look at that! Oh man, wicked loose on the exit right there. Locks him down though, so he doesn't bounce off the inside wall. He's been real lucky, BJ. Those slides like that usually end in a fence, but he hasn't hit anything yet. So all he has to do is maybe come in and change some tires. Now that's going to hurt him in the long run if he keeps that up, though.
Yeah, for sure. He's done a great job maintaining the car. However, his tires are shot. I will guarantee it on that one. Multiple slides, he's eating them tires quick.
Well, folks, we started this race with 24 cars on track. We still have 24 cars on track. However, 3 of those guys are lapped down now. That being Nate Brooker in the 3-car, Ryan Dingler, who we just saw smack that inside wall again. Justin Wilson is also multiple laps down. Brooker's going to take the wave around now, though, the lucky dog, so he's going to be back on the lead lap. Dingler is still on track, BJ, but I'm not real sure how good his car is going to be running after multiple hits on the inside wall.
Oh, for sure. He's going to have his hands full big time getting ready to go into this next green flag run.
I do not have the top 10 in points right now, but I'm pretty sure he's up there. Mason, if you could maybe find that for us. I don't know. I probably should have asked for that pre-show, but I don't have a point standings. Now, I hope these guys understand that I'm an old dude, and my naps, they don't recharge me for very long.
Speaking of old,
we are quickly approaching my bedtime, man. I'm just saying.
Well, speaking of old, you said it was 1995 or 1996. I think it's 1995 actually. The first sim game was released.
Yeah, NASCAR came out actually in 94, but I didn't pick it up until 95, and honestly didn't even have a computer that could run any of that until 96.
Well, how does it make you feel that when you picked up the game, I was 1 year old?
Don't go there. Don't go there.
Oh, makes it even younger.
Yeah, and what's really crazy is how far we've come in technology. Because back then, I mean, we were like, oh my God, this is amazing. This is so realistic. But if you go back and watch videos of that then compared to what we have now, it's night and day. It really is. And what's crazy is, not a lot of people know this, but the folks from that brought us that Papyrus label, and it wasn't just NASCAR. I think their first one was actually an IndyCar sim that came out.
Yes.
But it was Dave Kamer, the same guy that founded First Racing, and then brought us iRacing. That group of guys have been the same for almost 30 years now. I mean, fathom that for a minute, man.
Yeah, absolute insanity. And you were talking about, you look back at them, it's like, what in the world? I've literally met people my age, some people younger, that looked at that stuff and was like, how did you guys ever play that? And we're like, this was top of the line back then. This was top of the line before I was born.
Then we were racing on dial-up. I don't know if you ever enjoyed the fine.
Oh, don't remind me of my childhood.
Dial-up, but man, I mean, it was called the Entertainment Network, and I believe it was based out of Hawaii at the time, and it was nothing. I mean, nothing to be going down the straightaway of Daytona and all of a sudden have 3 cars sitting inside of you.
Yeah.
It was, and, not to drop names or anything, but I ran some laps with guys like Dale Earnhardt Jr., Martin Truex Jr., Brad and Brian Keselowski, both. I was in a league with them for a while. So some really great names of our sport participated in sim racing way back in the day. And it's just really cool to see. Denny Hamlin, he's another one. Had never turned laps at Pocono before he did that sweep a few years back. I don't know if you remember that, but anyway, and he used the sim to do it. All right, we're going to get the top 10 here in points here shortly. We got to restart, though, and I don't know what happened right there, but it looked like a stutter step on the behalf of Joseph Joe, so he didn't get his cannon shot, BJ, like he normally does. He's got a lead of about 2 car lengths, which ain't much here at Darlington Speedway.
No, it's not, and they're going into the turn. It actually looked like Green was going to start gaining on him. In fact, he is already starting to gain on him.
Well, let's
Never mind, there's a big drop off there.
It's out of shape again. Down the inside, it looked like the 57 of Purcell. I can't get a number just yet, but we do stay green. But boy, that was close.
Absolutely. It looks like it's going to be the
Yes. Purcell.
37.
He's got a pretty unique paint scheme. That purple and yellow is reminiscent to me of like Marty Robbins' car back in the day. Marty had a great looking car.
Yeah, it is a great looking car. I'm just sad I don't see any pink cars out there.
I'll give him time. October will be here soon enough in like 9 months, and we'll get some pink cars in, I'm sure.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
Where are we standing at, Mason? So yeah, our top 10 is going to be shaken up after tonight, I do believe there, BJ.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of them are out. Caution is out once again.
And that's number 6, and we aren't even halfway yet. Now remember, our record for cautions at this track, 11.
Well, at the rate we're going, we are quickly on the route to beat that. Is not halfway, and we are halfway to 12.
So we're not real sure what caused the caution. Our producers are trying to find a replay of this. But in the meantime, it looks like we got some pit road action about to heat up here as Joseph and Green both ducked down the pit road. But is Hunter staying out? Oh, they're all staying out. Okay. They're just playing some mind games. And they got me. They psyched me. Or maybe they're looking at a race car. Okay, my apologies. They had 7. When was that? When was 17 cautions done?
Info on that coming momentarily, but 17 cautions. So we're doing good right now. The 2020. Okay.
That's a lot of cautions, man. I don't want to be here at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Well, I don't sleep much anyways. As much as I like to, I really don't. So, I mean, it is what it is for me.
So while they sort things out on track, folks, we are going to take a quick commercial break. And when we come back, hopefully, more green flag racing here at Darlington Speedway for the Sweet T250 L-TAC Tucson Sound Art Series.
Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, right? Our Ram trucks, truck of the year, amazing trucks. We have fun Jeeps, and then the exciting Dodge and Chrysler products. Lots of performance there, lots of excitement there. They've done a great job in really creating a full scope product line that could suit everybody's needs. Whether it's a family vehicle or a fun vehicle or a utility type vehicle or a big truck, we've got it all for our customers.
There are moments that surprise and delight the mind and the senses. Introducing Sound Art, the world's first truly customizable, concealed, flat panel art speaker system. A revolutionary combination of incredible sound delivered from your most meaningful pictures. When art and technology intersect, there is a seamless blend of creativity and function.
Come alive in the streetlight, pulling at the stars in the moonlight. Every time I feel you close.
With Sound Art, anyone can print their own artwork or pick from numerous licensed artwork that we have. The possibilities are limitless. Enjoy beautiful and amazing sound throughout your home. The entire surface of your artwork generates incredibly robust sound. Sound Art is elegantly hidden behind a high-grade, textured canvas wrap, bringing together the best of sound and art. This innovative design allows for a truly invisible, high-fidelity sound experience without bulky speakers. For licensors and other businesses, we are capable of producing thousands of units per day.
We're using the highest quality materials to give you the best product available in the market. Everywhere you look, there's always art. What I like so much about Sound Art, that you could just pair it and play.
Ansia, your art never sounded so good.
Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, right? Our Ram trucks, truck of the year, amazing trucks. We have fun Jeeps, and then the exciting Dodge and Chrysler products. Lots of performance there, lots of excitement there. They've done a great job in really creating a full scope product line that could suit everybody's needs. Whether it's a family vehicle or a fun vehicle or a utility type vehicle or a big truck, we've got it all for our customers.
Hey guys, welcome back. So lights are on Pace Truck, actually. We're getting ready to go green here. Joseph still leading the way. And Kyle Green up on the outside. John has not made it back yet. He will be here momentarily. And there goes the cannon fired. Joseph. Looked like he's going to take off, but relatively same start he had last time. He's out to a couple car lengths lead. Everybody moving back into line down into 1 and 2. You see the 88 of Casey there takes the inside of the 43 of Stone. Stone up into the wall. Driver's ducking low. Job by everybody getting around him and not having caution number 7 there. And the 92 going around out of turn number, I think that's turn 4, wasn't it? Out of turn 2. And caution is out once again. It's going to be the 92 of Barrick Uphold. Okay, so that was turn number 4. My producer is feeding me false information, calling himself things that I'm not allowed to repeat on broadcast, and looks like Barrick Uphold just kind of clips the striped line there on the inside, and causes him to get at least going around. Lucky for everybody behind to be able to avoid him there.
I am back. I've been talking, but it hasn't been working.
Well, sounds like the story of a married life.
I was calling that turn, that spin all the way down the front stretch, and then I realized, well, they're not even hearing me. Huh. One more time, we're under caution for the 7th time. They were off to a great start. I mean, we did what, 10, 15, 20 laps under green?
I think it was lap 17 was the first caution. If my producer could scroll up in his SDK and give us that information for sure. See, I used to do our producer's job, and I swore I would never announce, and then I got thrown in the booth a couple of times, and now when they're like, hey, we need somebody.
That was a fast one, though. It was fast, didn't count.
Oh, yes, it was. I forgot about that one. Okay. So we're on caution 6.5 then.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm sure that they'll get this figured out. I mean, these guys will get this figured out. We've seen some great saves. I mean, so that tells me they know how to save this car. It's just staying off that wall, man. What it is when you hit that wall, you're going to lose all control. I mean, the car just completely gets out of shape. As we see, I think, who's that, the 9 car taking the lucky dog? I can't tell from here.
That is the 09 of Justin Wilson, it looks like. I believe. Currently 11 laps down after that wave around by the looks of it. That 09, I thought it was.
Yeah, the lucky dog. We're just looking at who that lucky dog is.
Ah, 9 car.
The Coors Light car. Who has a lot of damage. We saw him hit the wall hard early in this race. I think he was the cause of the first caution, actually, wasn't
he? Wait a minute, he might have been. I think he was, because you were saying it was a good looking car, and I said, no more.
Yeah, true.
He's going to come around and take it pit side. Probably try to get a little bit more damage repaired on that number 9 machine.
So to recap, we've had 7 cautions, and we still got 24 cars on track. Justin Wilson is now on the lead lap, actually. No, I'm sorry, you're right. He's showing 10 laps. I don't know why, but my lap counter here has got only 1 guy in blue, which is Dingler. But we actually have Nate Brooker still a lap down. Justin Wilson's 11 laps down. I think Dingler is now 16 laps down. Is he even still on track? Okay, I'm hearing from our production booth that Dingler has retired for the night. That's unfortunate. That's definitely going to hurt his point standings for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. But there's still a lot of racing left to do in the season, if I'm not mistaken. I'm actually looking for the schedule now, but he's still got a ways to go. He's still got a fighting chance for it, and hopefully for his sake, they've at least got one drop week.
Yeah, and this is only race number 6 out of a 28 race season, so he's got a lot of time. But you know, man, it's a tough break to take when you're having such a great season so far, and he has, you know. But man, to get taken out at Darlington, you know, it's a heartbreaker because it's a great track to race at. But he'll bounce back.
Yeah, for sure. But especially when you're doing as good as he was early on in this race, and then to not even be in it before the halfway mark, that's got to hurt. Not just your points, but your ego too.
Absolutely, ego takes a big hit. Darlington is known for eating up egos. Darlington and Dover both, man.
For sure, you're almost better off just sticking the ego in the box behind you and then sit down at the wheel. Pretty
much. Well, here we go. BJ, we're stacking up 2 by 2 by 2. One more time. You got Joseph down there on the inside. Green on his outside. Forward, Causey, row 2. Row 3, Peterson, Butcher, Benjamin. And tell you what, this is going to shape up to be a pretty fast start right here, I think. And boom, there he goes. Outshot like a cannon one more time. Joseph, he's had some really great restarts tonight. Look at this. The 88 almost snuck by the outside of the 18 right there of Green, but he slammed the door on him, and they're going to go single file all the way down through the top 8 into 1 and 2.
And these guys moving right along. I missed what our producer said there, but everybody single filing out. We got our top. What is that, top?
It's like top
8, all in the single file right there.
Yeah. It's looking good. I mean, they're single file. We're not pressuring anybody right now. You know, last week they did a couple of single file restarts when things started getting a little bit crazy. So, you know, maybe they were just warned, hey, look, guys, I'm gonna oh, look at this. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Multiple car pile up on the exit of turn 2 again. We call this at the top of the show, folks. That's going to be Calamity Corner, the exit of turn 2. And man, that one reached up and bit the one car of Taylor Butcher Benjamin, who was another one that was running great tonight there, BJ, and now finds himself kind of wadded up there, trying to figure out what the heck happened.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll get a replay here in a moment. But earlier in the race, he got a speeding and a pit road penalty and had to start at the back of the field and work his way forward. And he was doing really good making his way back through the field at this difficult track to pass just to get bit by that. And we do not have a replay of this one.
Well, I mean, it's on right there on screen. He got loose on exit, and I think the guys behind him that also spun were just reacting to him. Your reaction when you see a car getting loose and out of shape and wrecking in front of you is to get off the gas and maybe even hit the brakes a little bit. And sometimes you're just not in a good spot to do that, especially here at Darlington, which resulted in a few more guys getting turned around, some more guys getting damaged. This is starting to look like a typical Darlington race, really. We get a lot of cars just beat the hell up, but still on track. Like I touched on this earlier, didn't I, BJ, how tough and resilient these new next-gen cars can be.
Yeah, you did. A lot of times, as you mentioned, you'll see these cars get beat up and still manage to make their way back towards the front. It's not an uncommon thing to see out of the next-gen car, and it honestly makes for some really interesting racing, too.
I'll tell you what I was doing. I've done a few A-Open races this week, and it's really weird, especially at Daytona, to look up in your mirror and see the guy behind you in third not have the nose of his race car at all.
Yeah,
you know,
it is.
Hey, man, are you missing pieces? Because it looks like you are. What's this?
Sure.
Front.
We got a 3-wide salute going on up here in the front.
I'm not real sure.
I'm not either, but yeah, it's funny that you mentioned we got a you see a driver now. They're single filing back out now. It's funny you mentioned you see a driver running third with the nose of his car missing. I don't remember if he's one of the LSRTV drivers or if it was one of the LSRTV employees. I can't remember. I want to say it was Sean Breitzman though. I watched him in an ARCA race running top 5 with no front end on his car. That was before the most recent air package.
I'll tell you, the ARCA car with this damage model is fun, man. I did a Daytona race, and I barely bump drafted the guy in front of me, and my hood flew off. But it didn't fly right off. It took about half a lap for it to come off. So I'm trying to look through the windshield, under the hood, and still maintain the draft. It was crazy.
I can't say I believe the last car I took out. Actually, I took out Garrett Maines at Daytona and still somehow managed to finish second at the end of the night. So yeah, I saw a lot of interesting things at Daytona that night.
Well, I'm looking forward to see what iRacing does with their further damage modeling that they've been working on. And you know, I've been hearing rumors of fog and rain, and man, that'd be great. Like, you know, go to a Charlotte race that starts off early in the day and see just fog everywhere.
It really would be. And you know, we actually have had fog for a while. We see it on the dirt side from time to time. I've not seen anybody have it on the asphalt side, but I've seen it on the dirt side. You load into a lobby and it's real foggy. But the rain, man, I cannot wait to see the rain. See just a light drizzle on the track, and it come back and give you some kind of update on your screen maybe down on the chat box that says short rain delay, track conditions change, something along those lines. That'd be sweet.
Yeah. I'm just, like I said, we were touching on this in the last break that we had. How far the technology has come with iRacing and sim racing in general. I mean, my first, are you ready for this, man? My first controller was a handheld grip steering wheel. Had a little like 3-inch wheel on it, and it was a handheld like a pistol grip almost. And you had a trigger, and forward was your brakes, and backwards was your throttle. And that was my first one, my first controller.
Well, I'd ask you if you were playing the Wii, but I'm pretty sure what you're describing was probably before I was born.
Yeah. So back to green here shortly, 2x2. Behind the pace truck, lights are off, going down through 3 and 4. Still Joseph out there in front. Kyle Green on his outside. Thrower, Hamilton, and Berger round out your top 5. Hunter Thrower, man, love that guy's name. Most badass name in the league, if you ask me. And here we go. The pace truck is off. Green flag is out. Speaking of Green, he ducks down behind Joseph Joe really quick this time. Protect that second place. In the meantime, Hamilton and Thrower and Berger are duking it out back there for 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
They are off the starter, but it looks like they are starting to single file out. And Joseph, I'm not sure if it's the line that he's running there, trying to keep Green from getting the draft loop around the turn. Joseph was actually continuing to increase that gap there where the second place driver has been closing in. But here comes Joseph now getting back up on his back bumper.
As we used to say back in the day, you get up on them pedals. Oh, look at the looseness right there. Hunter Thrower just a little bit loose. That's going to put Berger way down his inside trying to complete a pass. And not a good place to start one or complete one, but he might make it work right there. Meantime, that 12 car of Hamilton, and we saw him having some issues earlier, but he looks like he's rebounded nicely up there in 3rd place. In the back of field, got another fight going on here. The 6 car of Springer. We've been watching him a little bit tonight up on the side of the mobile car that we talked about. That's Gradant, that 81. Mazzotti behind those guys. Mazzotti's had some fun tonight. BJ, he's been around a couple times and still up there in the top 10.
Yeah, he's definitely making it work. I'm a bit surprised at some of these drivers, the way they've managed to keep their cars up towards the front and keep them clean after they've gone around so many times.
Yeah, I mean, but we talked about that. These cars are resilient. They can take some licks. They can take some body damage. Now, if you damage the engine, you're just SOL. You're going to be down on power, and it's going to suck for you. But as long as you just keep it to body damage, these cars are amazing, man. And look at this. Look at that draft pass he's going to try and make. Not quite though, as a 6 slams the door shut on him. I tell you what, Springer, he's like, no, sir, this is my car. This is my spot. You can't have to worry about somebody else's spot. So. That's interesting to watch, though. I mean, he got a great run on him right there.
Oh, for sure. He even Springer actually even smacked the wall there in that little bit that we saw going on right there, and never missed a beat recovering that car and bringing it right back.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if you noticed it, but Taylor Butcher Benjamin is up to 16th, and I saw him passing somebody. Looks like he's, still got the horsepower that he needs, even though he's been off the wall a couple times. So we'll see if he can't work his way back up front. He, earlier, like we said, was top 3 for several laps, gave Joseph a fight for that lead a few times. He's going to make a pass down the inside of the 92. That's uphold in that 92. He's had some issues tonight, been off the wall a few times himself. And we talked about this. It is hard to complete a pass here at Darlington.
Oh, absolutely. Extremely narrow tracking. Looks like Butcher Benjamin's car is actually not in bad shape after that last lick he took. At right side, just got a little bit of rear end damage and scraped up a little bit. But other than that, his car looks like it's in really good shape, especially with as quick as he's moving right now.
Yeah, cosmetic damage isn't as detrimental as it used to be with these new cars. And I mean, that's great. But look, I want you to focus on something if we can. If our producer can maybe get us a shot of a car up close. But there is no spoiler on these cars. I mean, really. It's a 2-inch spoiler, 3-inch spoiler back there?
It's a thumbnail.
It really is, man. Which really makes this car a handful to drive, but there's a great shot right there. Oh, okay, there's a Lexan piece on there that I didn't see. Okay, well, it's still not that tall, though. I mean, man. Oh, who's that in the wall? Hamilton in the wall. And he's going to keep it up in the wall and let those guys go by on the inside, which is great. He didn't fight that car too much, wind up spinning it down the front stretch, the back stretch right there. He maintained control of that car, got him a good Darlington stripe right there on the exit of that corner, but he maintained his forward motion, didn't lose too much ground right there. Oh, and as I say that, he got wicked loose right there. And the 52 is loose, and he spins it down the front stretch, the back stretch, and is going to survive. It looks like, yes, everybody misses him, which is good. Is that the 09? The 09's got his front end back on finally. Good for Justin Wilson. Finally got his front end put back on. Wow. That could have been disastrous, but it worked out okay. It was just past halfway, by the way, folks. We have hit the halfway point. We're on lap 81 now of 180. So, hey, congratulations.
Yeah, lap 90 is going to be halfway.
Sorry, that's that down south math, man.
Hey, I'm the one that's trying to figure out what the heck 22nd means, and I knew I needed 9 more laps.
My goodness, I cannot believe I did that. That's awesome. Hey, we're halfway. No, man, 9 more laps. Look at that. The pitch is still closed. We're gonna go ahead and pit anyway. I mean, it's got to be a glitch. That's what that is, man.
I was gonna say, I'm just wondering if the lights just aren't updating like they're supposed to.
Yeah, it's funny though. I mean, this shot is so good because you see everybody coming to the pits, but there's that big red blinking light right there. It says it's closed. So these guys are going to duck in. I'm pretty sure they're going to go ahead and get tires. But look who stays out. We got the one staying out. You got the 92 and the 33 staying out. They may duck in here shortly. I don't know. But the rest of the field did go inside of the pits there. And looks like we got some folks taking tires and fuel. We got some folks that took tires only, it looks like. I mean, sorry, fuel only.
And Butcher Benjamin's most recent pit stop was on lap 69.
Yeah, that was after that spin, yeah.
Good chance that he's going to hold on to it as long as he can and just make the most of being up towards the front.
So out of the folks that pitted just now, LaPinton went fuel only, Sean Deal and the 44 went fuel only, and then everybody back to about 10th took 4 tires and fuel. Then it looks like Flores, the 23, took fuel only. Granat got some damage fixed and fuel and gas. So it's kind of a big spread of pit box strategy there, BJ.
Yeah, for sure. Drivers trying to play the strategy game here with their tires and their fuel. And like I said, there's not a lot of sets of tires and a lot of looseness going on here on this track. So a lot of these guys are probably wanting to do everything they can to try to conserve a set of tires.
Now, here's something we have not discussed so far, but they've only got 3 hours to run the. I'd say that. Let's get a straight face, man. I almost did. I'm sorry.
What time did we go green?
I don't even know. I think we went green at about. I think we went green at like 8:15 or something like that, somewhere in that neighborhood. No, I was just being facetious. That's all. I was just being facetious. They got plenty of time to run this race. It's going to be a long one at the rate we're going because they're just having such a hard time not spinning after hitting the outside wall and exits of corners. But that's not their fault. These drivers are pretty damn good. I'm not going to lie. But folks, if you've ever driven Darlington Motor Speedway, it is difficult. It is very difficult to drive. Your car is basically loose the entire time until it hits the mid-corner, then it's a little bit snug. But that looseness just gets worse as you exit. And then if you throw in an inanimate object like, say, a wall, it usually results in a spin. So, I mean, you know, I'm not really surprised, BJ. Not really disappointed. I'm just hopeful, I guess, that we can maybe get some green flag running in here and see how it works out.
Yeah, for sure. And I think one of the things that might be contributing to these cars being so loose and these guys having such a hard time with them is one thing I've really noticed with these cars is every time I've driven them, I've had little to no force feedback. I took them out to test them on Bristol dirt just the other day. Down the straightaways, it took everything I had not to lose that car down the straightaway because it felt like there was nothing in the wheel.
Yeah,
I could drive with one finger.
We were talking about that in an A-Open race practice the other day. You have to bump the settings up in iRacing so far now because of this new package that came out just to get your force feedback to feel something. You got to retweak it, basically. It's crazy. But so, you know, we got some guys out front. The top, top two have not pitted since lap 69. Then you got Mario Lapinta, Sean Dill. Those guys just pitted. So basically, the first guy I'm getting at here with tires is going to be the 20 car of Joseph back there in fifth. So we'll keep our eyes on those guys back there and see how this works out for the guys up front as we go green one more time. And look who's out front. Taylor Butcher Benjamin, who's had some problems tonight, gets a great jump right there, BJ, with about a 5-car lead and going down into 1 and 2.
Yeah, he played a little bit of a different game than what we've seen out of Joseph. Joseph, as he restarted on the outside for that restart, and it looks like it's working out in his favors. He took off from Joseph there. And Joseph pushed around, goes green.
And, oh my goodness.
I think that's Joseph up there in the wall too, it looks like.
The 12 car on his roof. Here's the replay. He just loops it. And wow. And yeah, Joseph got some damage. Ooh, Hunter Thrower got some damage in that. Man, we had cars everywhere right there. Now, I don't know if Joseph actually spun, but he definitely got hit by the 83 car as he came spinning off the corner right there. And we're going to see it from Logan Hamilton's perspective. And there he is way down the inside trying to miss all this. And, oh, nope. Yep, bang, hello. And then just a real lazy rollover right here. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Hello, how you doing? And Hunter throws, hey, man, get off me. Wow. All right, we're going to take one more commercial break. I shouldn't say that. We're going to take a commercial break. And when we come back, we'll just take a deep breath, BJ, and we'll get this thing lined back up again, and we'll go green. So, folks, stay tuned to the Sweet T250, the Tucson Sound Art Cup Series here at L-TAC. We'll be back on LSRTV in just a few moments. Thank you.
There are moments that surprise and delight the mind and the senses. Introducing Sound Art, the world's first truly customizable, concealed, flat panel art speaker system. A revolutionary combination of incredible sound delivered from your most meaningful pictures. When art and technology intersect, there is a seamless blend of creativity and function.
Come alive in the streetlight, pulling at the stars in the moonlight. Every time I feel you close.
With Sound Art, anyone can print their own artwork or pick from numerous licensed artwork that we have. The possibilities are limitless. Enjoy beautiful and amazing sound throughout your home. The entire surface of your artwork generates incredibly robust sound. Sound Art is elegantly hidden behind a high-grade, textured canvas wrap, bringing together the best of sound and art. This innovative design allows for a truly invisible, high-fidelity sound experience without bulky speakers. For licensors and other businesses, we are capable of producing thousands of units per day.
We're using the highest quality materials to give you the best product available in the market. Everywhere you look, there's always art. What I like so much about Sound Art, that you could just pair it and play.
Ansia, your art never sounded so good.
Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, right? Our Ram trucks, truck of the year, amazing trucks. We have fun Jeeps, and then the exciting Dodge and Chrysler products. Lots of performance there, lots of excitement there. They've done a great job in really creating a full scope product line that could suit everybody's needs. Whether it's a family vehicle or a fun vehicle or a utility type vehicle or a big truck, we've got it all for our customers.
And here we are. Welcome back to Darlington Speedway, where we have had, how should I put this, BJ, an interesting evening.
Double-digit cautions now. Interesting is definitely a word.
Well, I think we're going to hit that caution limit tonight, I think we're going to hit that record.
Yeah, it's kind of looking like it. The next time the leaders come around, we'll be on the halfway lap. So 2 more times past the flag stand, we will be halfway. And we are more than halfway now to the caution record.
Yes, we are. And even though I was joking earlier about the time limit, it just dawned on me. We just hit the halfway mark, and we've been an hour and a half in this broadcast. So it might be a caution. I mean, a deal where we're looking at the time. I mean, wow, I didn't think we would, but yeah.
It can get close. But lights are out here on the pace track, getting ready to go green once again. Trying to actually just siphon.
Now, you and I saw the one car take the outside last time it worked for him, but he's going to change it up and duck down the inside now, putting Deal on the outside in the 44.
Yeah, well, he's finally got the option here as the leader to, experiment, and I'm not really sure which one worked better for him. He jumped out to another massive restart. Leaders here all night long, except for when Joseph was contending against Benjamin there for the lead. It's the only time we saw a contested restart.
Yeah, now we talked about Joseph. Now, he was involved in that last caution, didn't have a lot of major damage, but did pit to get what damage he had fixed. So he restarted way back there in 20th, already up to 12th.
Yeah, he's absolutely flying. I get the feeling that he took that dangerous line down below the white line there and shot by a lot of drivers right off the bat. I'm really curious to see how fast he makes his way forward.
Well, right there. He dodged somebody getting in the wall right there. He is already up to 8th. Wow. He is on a mission.
I've never seen anybody move that fast at Darlington ever.
We got another caution. Pile up there, and it looks like the exit of 2. Here it's a 13 car again, and he is crabbing. He is definitely broke. That's definitely a broke race car right there. When you see a car crabbing like that, that is not good.
He's just getting that thing set up for dirt. Are they going to the dirt track this season? He's just trying to get the car ready for it.
Oh, wow. Look at that skew. Man, NASCAR's going to have to do something about that. I'm sorry, that was a bad joke. That was a bad joke. Look at that. Oh, my God, he can't even turn it. He's right in front of the leaders right now doing this. Oh, my goodness. I'm trying to get around him.
Yeah, that's definitely not my camera pack. But
my goodness.
Wow. That's some Bristol camber right there on that right front tire.
A little bit. That car is, as we call it, done. I'm pretty sure he's not coming back.
He's got the dirt late model rear end set up nicely for whenever they make it to dirt, and he's got the camber set in the right front for whenever they go to Bristol.
Well, folks, that's our 11th caution of the evening. Just past halfway, 4 laps past halfway. BJ, I mean, did you think we're going to have this kind of a night? I really didn't.
I wasn't real sure, honestly, with, like I said, with these new next gens, knowing the way that they drive, I knew it was going to be interesting. Quite this many? Whew. Not quite this many.
Kind of insane, man. Well, it's one of the trickiest ovals they have on the calendar. I mean, Indianapolis was a rough one last week, but wow, this one's been oof. And I see it here. Yeah, you're right. Darlington was 17. The record was 17 set in 2020. Don't know where I got 11 from, but we're already well past halfway with that mark as far as caution count goes. We're at number 11 now, and we still have half the race to go. Oh my goodness. Should I maybe let my wife know that I won't be coming to bed for a couple of days?
That's probably a good idea, or just go ahead and admit guilt and tell her you'll sleep on the couch till she's ready. But we've got to go, as of right now, we have got to go 86 more laps. Sorry, not 86. Yes, 86 more laps without a caution if we want to keep it under 12.
You want to place a bet on that?
Absolutely not. Or wait. Are we gonna go over under or?
No. I'm gonna maintain my faith and my hope in these guys that we're gonna go green from here on out.
Hey, they've displayed a lot of talent and how many times there should have been a wreck and wasn't. I got a little bit of faith in these guys.
Exactly. Sorry for the uncomfortable silence there, BJ. I'm trying to eat a pizza.
You are perfectly fine. You are perfectly fine.
I didn't eat dinner before we started this race tonight, man. I took a nap. I'm an old guy, okay? I had a nap to take so I could be refreshed for this race.
Hey, I like to think that I'm still young, but I feel old, and I still like taking my naps. You know, I get off work, I come home, and take me a nap. But
yeah, I took a long nap, and I woke up and refreshed and ready to do a great broadcast. And about 20 laps ago, my stomach started like, "Hey, man, is your throat slit? What's going on up there?"
I'm not gonna lie, I've been thinking about food for probably about the last 20 laps too. But joining us,
delicious Domino's Hawaiian pizza.
Okay, so moving on. Well, no, I hate pineapple. No, forget the Hawaiian stuff. I hate pineapple.
You know, the pineapple debate has been raging for years, and I will say this: I was on the side of the tracks and said, "Hell no," until I had to eat one night was some leftover Hawaiian pizza. And I'm like, "Damn, that's actually pretty good." But hey, we're going back to green. This time it looks like Butcher's going to take that low line one more time. This time it was outside. He's got the 2 of Berger, Causey in third, Deal in fourth. Springer is your top 5, and here we go, folks. Where is Joseph? He's back there inside of row 4. Keep your eyes on him, BJ. He's got those new tires, and he was flying for that last caution came out.
He absolutely was. Moved all the way up into 7th and looking all ready to take more positions here.
Oh, we got contact.
Oh. Joseph going around. Oh, and who is that flipping?
That was Granalt in the 81. He just did a Ricky Craven at Darlington.
Holy cow.
And here's
he's been watching too much Winter Olympics. He done watch some of them snowboarding tricks.
It's right there, the 43 getting down to the left corner of Joseph. And wow. Man, that fence just reached up, grabbed him, and threw him.
Straight up.
A Ricky Craven style at Talladega. I don't know if you remember that wreck. That was in 97, I think.
I was 3.
Okay, so I'm going to just assume you probably don't remember it. Do yourself a favor. I know all the hardcore NASCAR fans out there that might be watching this know what I'm talking about. But when you get done with this, go Google Ricky Craven Talladega crash. And you will see what I'm talking about. It was almost the exact same thing, except for him. It did not end well either. I mean, Ricky wound up retiring shortly after that because it really messed his head up, man. But my gosh, what an accident. And that was huge, mainly not just with how many cars it took out, BJ, but who it took out. That took Joseph. He's going to have some damage. Yeah. I'm pretty sure of it.
Well, they don't have a fast repair, so he's going to end up sitting there and taking every bit of repairs that he can get because that right side's going to be pretty tore up the way he clipped that wall.
Yeah, he's on the road now, so we'll see. But I mean, my goodness, that was just insane. And like I said, it started with, I don't know if Stone knew who was down there or what happened, but Stone in that 43 car clipped his right rear. And again, just everybody behind him, all of their problems because they're checking up trying to avoid that wreck. And it was just insane. That was nuts.
So, all right, so we are now going single file with the restarts, and it's looking like Mason Heimbaugh, our producer, owes Zach Taylor, our announcer, that's getting ready to come in the booth now, $20. Owes him $20 because I'm reading it right here. Next caution will be before then. I have $20 on it. Where's my $20?
Oh boy!
I'm just saying.
Folks, we do not encourage gambling here at LSRTV. If you have a gambling problem,
there's like 1-800 gambling.
Hey, Tyler. Hey, Zach. Sorry, Zach, you there?
Oh, yeah. What's up, boys?
Hey, man.
The boot scooting's been done to a minimum, and I'm disappointed. We need to get the boot scooting to a maximum tonight here.
Well, I heard you did some boot scooting yourself tonight.
Yeah, I did a little bit of boot scooting. Boot scooting down I-81 all the way to Johnson City and back within 2 hours. I'm proud of myself.
My question is, did you get your bowling ball back?
That was what I was going to ask.
I got all my bowling stuff back.
Well, that's good.
And it's funny. I got down to Johnson City, and I got a call from our local bowling center here, and they said, "Hey, we found your bowling stuff up in your locker."
I'm going to comment. I'm just going to say, hey, glad to see you here, Zach. Glad you're okay and safe. And yeah, I'm just going to drop that one.
So you can imagine my reaction as here I came back.
Was there a head slap involved on somebody's behalf? If not,
should have had a VA.
There's some sort of something from my grandpa who got up out of the dead of sleep to go to Johnson City with me tonight. He had a couple choice words for me. So shout out to him. I'm sure he's watching right now. Shout out to that old man.
Should have had a
VA. I'm glad you made it in one piece. So this should make a great broadcast. Now we got an old fart and two young guns. So we'll see how this works out. Folks, you heard it first from BJ and our producer. We're going single file on this restart. Reason being, the race admins feel that this might help eradicate some of these cautions we've had from the too wide dueling and battling on the restart with cold tires. So, and I agree with the call. To be honest with you, BJ, they did this a few times at Indy, and it works out. I mean, we at least get 3 or 4 green flag laps before everybody gets, crazy and starts trying to pass again. But the thing at Darlington, man, is it's always hard to pass, not just on the restart, but it's always difficult to make a pass. And we've seen that time and time again tonight here at Darlington.
Oh, for sure. Another thing it's going to do is this is going to allow Taylor Butcher Benjamin to get an even better restart unless Jeremy Berger is darn good at timing right here.
Well, hey, just put it on his bumper and go when he goes. That's all you can really do, right? Oh, speaking of put it on his bumper, he hits the bumper. Wow. Hello.
Well, that's one way to do it.
Yeah,
Giddy up, boys. Giddy up.
Yeah. That's wow. That was a pretty good impact too. So, I'm sure that woke Tyler up there in the lead. He's like, okay, this guy's serious. So we got the 1 and the 2 car. Oh, there he is. Oh, and he keeps it off the wall, but oh my goodness. Whew. Wow. We stay green. But I'm sure somebody's going to change their drawers here in a minute. I mean, man, nobody got into him. That's amazing. That's so good right there. Watch the replay right here. Sorry, not the replay. That's Joseph. Wow, he's making moves. Here he comes again. Back up to 8th.
Taylor Butcher Benjamin said bye. He gone.
Zach, what me and BJ have been watching tonight is Joseph. He's the reigning champion of this track. Had a great race last year, led 154 laps, and I was just destroying the field. Got caught up, unfortunately, in a couple of accidents, wound up restarting further in the back of the pack that he had been all night. Was actually in the last big caution we had, and is still making his way up front. So he's definitely going to be the car to keep our eyes on.
Oh, he got 7.
Well, last time by, he was only 3/100th slower than our leader, and he's in traffic. So, yeah, I think he's going to be somebody to keep our eyes on. In the meantime, we got a great fight shaping up right here between the 49 of Muzzati and the 6 of Springer. Springer's been in some interesting scuff-ups tonight. What'd you say there, BJ?
I believe.
Cautions on the track. Let's see who that was. Stone again, the 43 car. Here comes the replay. We're going to see him right there behind the 23, and he's got the 92 on his. Oh, wow. He got loose right there, and he just really got polished off by Barrick Hope holding the 92. Not Barrick's fault at all. I'm not saying that. That's just racing, man. When the car in front of you that's like maybe a foot off your bumper gets loose, you have no way to go. And unfortunately, that's going to lead to our 13th caution. Oh, my God, BJ, we're almost there. Tyler, the record, sorry, Zach, the record is 17. And that was in 2020.
Is that a record anybody wants to break, though?
No, man, I'm tired. I want to go to bed.
Yeah, ain't it a little bit past the senior citizens' bedtime? I thought y'all had a curfew.
I'm not even going to argue with the kid. That's way past my bedtime. I mean, besides, I could bring up the fact that I've got socks that are older than him, but I'm not going to do that. If I know Nolan right now, like I think Nolan is probably pulling his hair out. So I'm going to go down and talk to Nolan. We're going to take a quick commercial break. I'm going to go down and calm down. No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to go calm him down. I'm going to let him rant and rave. But we're going to take a quick commercial break, folks, and we'll come back for the Sweet T250 here at Darlington. I'm hoping we're going to see some green flag racing, so please stay tuned to LSRTV's production of the Tucson Sound Art Cup Series here at L-TAC, and we shall return.
There are moments that surprise and delight the mind and the senses. Introducing Sound Art, the world's first truly customizable, concealed, flat panel art speaker system. A revolutionary combination of incredible sound delivered from your most meaningful pictures. When art and technology intersect, there is a seamless blend of creativity and function.
Come alive in the streetlight, pulling at the stars in the moonlight. Every time I feel you close.
With Sound Art, anyone can print their own artwork or pick from numerous licensed artwork that we have. The possibilities are limitless. Enjoy beautiful and amazing sound throughout your home. The entire surface of your artwork generates incredibly robust sound. Sound Art is elegantly hidden behind a high-grade, textured canvas wrap, bringing together the best of sound and art. This innovative design allows for a truly invisible, high-fidelity sound experience without bulky speakers. For licensors and other businesses, we are capable of producing thousands of units per day.
We're using the highest quality materials to give you the best product available in the market. Everywhere you look, there's always art. What I like so much about Sound Art, that you could just pair it and play.
Ansia, your art never sounded so good.
And welcome back to Darlington Speedway here in South Carolina. We're doing the Sweet T250 for the Tucson Sound Art Cup Series here at L-TAC. We've been under caution a few times, just a couple here and there. While we were away, our leader and a few guys with him pitted. So, BJ, Taylor's going to start back there at 16th now. That's going to put Joseph Causey up there at front, and we're doing another single file restart.
Yeah, it's definitely changed things up again big time. As looks like all of our faster guys that have been to class in the field all night long are back or towards the back now. And once again, we have a new leader.
Well, don't look, but that 20 car is up there in 5th place right now.
Oh, he is. I was sitting here looking for him actually while I was saying that.
Yeah. So Joseph, who was mean fast all night long, had some bad luck about 20 laps ago, has fought his way up tooth and nail to the 5th spot now. And folks, we're going to keep our eyes on him for this next run. If we get some green flag laps in, I predict BJ, that he's going to be the one to be leading this thing after a few laps because he's just been wicked fast all night.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be going for it. And if I remember right, these guys don't have faster cars, so he is still driving with damages. No matter what you do, you cannot get rid of every bit of damage on those vehicles.
No, you can't, but I mean, it depends on how much he had. Now, we thought he took a significant hit earlier, but we've been looking at him under a replay on the caution, and he just doesn't have a lot of damage at all. So he might have dodged a couple bullets. Zach is back with us, and here we go. Green flag racing, and we're back out to a great start there by Causey. But here we go. Joseph down on the inside, trying to take that spot away from Peterson. Doesn't quite clear him yet, going down into turns 1 and 2. Going to try it. Oh, wow, look at that outside power. But if it's 2 car there, BJ. Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
we got a big
Man, they're wrecking. Oh, they didn't wreck. They held on to it.
52 is all over. Oh, he's going to get run over right here. I saw it coming. They didn't even check up. My goodness, that was so uncalled for.
Wow.
That was completely, and that just wiped out Joseph. I mean, wiped him out completely. I try to stay, impartial in these things, but there was no call for that right there. If you see people out of shape like that, I mean, that many cars out of shape, you got to hit the brakes, man. You got to check up, and there was no checking up right there. And unfortunately, that's going to take out some great cars. That of Joseph being one of the main ones I'm looking at, and man, that's just, oh my goodness. Oh man, that is just such a disappointing thing to see. I'm sorry. I know we're supposed to be impartial. I apologize for my comments, but man, I just hate to see stuff like that happen.
I'd say this much: we're supposed to be impartial, but at the same time, we're to call it as we see it too.
Yeah, and I mean, and as a guy who's been a victim of that kind of racing, man, there's a brake pedal in these cars. We got 3 pedals. You got the gas, you got the brake, you got the clutch. And there's no need not to be using that brake when you need to. I mean, you just, that is so frustrating. I'm so upset for Joseph. I know he's got a strong car and he'll bounce back next week. But man, just there was no need for that. There was just no need for that at all. But we're gonna move on, get off on another subject here. So Joseph Causey still has the lead here. BJ, Zach. Zach, you haven't been here tonight, so I mean, what are your thoughts so far on the few laps that you have seen? Talk to me, man. What are you thinking?
Weekly reminder to buy your brakes at Napa and not ARCA to avoid certain situations. I don't know. It's very Indianapolis reminiscent. Obviously, very difficult racetrack. Two weeks in a row, we've went to very difficult racetracks. So we're in a very difficult car to drive, and it just shows how hard it is to drive these cars. That these guys are easily getting out of shape like that, and they're almost impossible to save now. So just let us out of shape, and you're going to spin, or you're going to find yourself in trouble. So I see potential for a green flag run coming up. We've had a couple here now where it kind of got spread out, and if it wasn't for just little single car spins, we'd be looking pretty good here. So hopefully here in the next 5-10 minutes we'll be looking at a long green flag run to the end.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that's what happens when you weed out all the cars. I mean, when you lose half your field due to cautions, you'll eventually get some green flag runs in. They may not be the most exciting racing that you're going to see, but hey, who cares, right?
Yeah, after hey, listen, after you get to a certain number of cautions, you don't really care about the number of cars, and you just worry about, okay, can we get some green flag laps in here? So a fuel run, if we could get a fuel run in here, that'd be amazing. Yeah, because now we get into fuel strategy if we get a fuel run right now.
We could see a fuel strategy at play here shortly. Well, folks, we'll give you a quick top 20 countdown here. Not top 20 countdown, recaps, what I'm trying to say. Causey, the 88 car Joseph Causey is in first. Anthony Mazzotti second. 7 Purcell, 57 cars third. Lauren McFadden fourth. Fifth is Kyle Green. 6th, Jeremy Berger, Frank Flores, Colin Stone, Mario Lapinta, and finally, Taylor Butcher Benjamin rounds out your top 10. BJ, who we got from there?
Then you've got Sean Deal, Nathan Christensen, Richard Springer, Barrick Uphold, Logan Hamilton, Kevin Franks, Robert Pentagel, Nate Brooker, Hunter Thrower, and then Grant Peterson round out your top 20.
So the 83 car of Hunter Thrower is going to be a heavily damaged vehicle, but it looks like he's still in this race. Meantime, Grant Peterson still in the pits trying to get his car fixed from that. He lost a substantial amount of body panels on that one. Joseph, I believe, has retired. If I can get some clarification on that, that'd be great. And we have the lights out on the pace truck, so we'll be going green. Yes, we are getting clarification that Joseph has retired his vehicle for the night, which is unfortunate. So it looks like he's going to be scored somewhere back there in the low 20s when this thing's over with. That's going to hurt his championship bid. But again, long season, long way to go, and he will rebound. Pace truck is off in 3 and 4, exiting right now. We get the green flag is out. Causey gets a great start right there. Mazzotti in second. Purcell back there in third. Kind of spread out right there, guys.
Absolutely. As we go, boost scooting down into 1. High to 2.
Down through 1 and 2. Exit 2 has been the calamity corner so far. Looks like everybody gets through there cleanly right now. Causey out to about a 6 to 7 car length lead through 3 and 4, and we are still green. Yay!
Power slide into turn 3 there by Stephen Purcell.
Keeps it green though, and we got a great battle right here shaping up for 4th, 5th, 6th on back. Kyle Green, who's been involved in some accidents tonight, down there on the inside trying to, just dig in there, takes that spot away, slides right up in front. Wow. Stephen Purcell cut him some slack right there, I think.
There's a brake pedal there, and Stephen Purcell said, I think I'm going to exercise my right to use it here. He said, I just want to finish this race.
So we are riding along with Colin Stone now up there on his roof cam going down in turn 1 and 2, I believe. I wasn't really paying attention. I was kind of fascinated by the fact that his car has no front end damage. There's not many of them out there that don't.
He might be the only one.
Great shot there from our producer Mason Heimbaugh down there in the trailer. These 4 guys right early. You got Kyle Green, Purcell, Berger, and Stone right here, all fighting for a little bit of a spot in the top 10. 83 car back on track. Hunter Thrower, and he's getting passed right now down on the inside by the 3 car. Brooker had a rough night tonight there. BJ involved in a much earlier incident tonight. Looks like he's finally got all that damage banged out and he's back up to speed.
Colin Stone's car has no damage on it at all. I know you're talking about front end damage. He has no damage at all at this point. Oh, power slide through 3 and 4. He may right here. No, he does not. Oh, spinning off of 4. 7 Purcell. He'd done that a couple laps before that where he'd had a power slide into 3, and I touched on it. He saved it the first time, but didn't get quite as lucky the second.
Well, one thing.
All right, it's a replay of Purcell. You're right. He's just dirt tracking through that turn right there, trying to save it forever and a day. Finally loops it on exit a turn, which is what brought the caution out. But he got lucky right there. Didn't hit anything inanimate, so he should be able to continue on. Probably gonna have to change tires if he has any left by now.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be cutting it close, but they're right about that 120 mark. I'd say that the drivers are going to want to try to take their last set of tires that they're going to take probably right around 150, 160 to get that last dash to the end of the race. But Purcell, along with many other drivers, have been eating their tires up. They may have already gotten down to their last set of tires.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I mean, we've had so many cautions, so many cars sliding around, and as we say that, we see a lot of guys ducking down pit road here. A little bit of a mind game going on there with Causey, though. He ducked like he was going in. The last second, he stays out. So really, only 4 takers coming down pit road. 5, 6, 7, 8 now. So mainly the mid pack and on back are pitting right now. We're gonna see what happens here. See who takes tires and whatnot. In the meantime, Causey's still out front. Folks, we'll take a quick commercial break. And when we come back, we'll hopefully get some more green flag racing in here for you. Please stay tuned to the LSRTV production of the L-TAC Sweet T250 Tucson Sound Art Series Cup race here at Darlington.
There are moments that surprise and delight the mind and the senses. Introducing Sound Art, the world's first truly customizable, concealed, flat panel art speaker system. A revolutionary combination of incredible sound delivered from your most meaningful pictures. When art and technology intersect, there is a seamless blend of creativity and function.
I'm alive in the streetlight, pulling at the stars in the moonlight. Every time I feel you close.
With Sound Art, anyone can print their own artwork or pick from numerous licensed artwork that we have. The possibilities are limitless. Enjoy beautiful and amazing sound throughout your home. The entire surface of your artwork generates incredibly robust sound. Sound Art is elegantly hidden behind a high-grade, textured canvas wrap, bringing together the best of sound and art. This innovative design allows for a truly invisible, high-fidelity sound experience without bulky speakers. For licensors and other businesses, we are capable of producing thousands of units per day.
We're using the highest quality materials to give you the best product available in the market. Everywhere you look, there's always art. What I like so much about Sound Art, that you could just pair it and play.
Ansia, your art never sounded so good.
And welcome back to Darlington Speedway for the L-TAC Tucson Sound Art Cup Series Sweet Tea 250. I tell you what, I'd love some sweet tea right now. I need extra caffeine. In the booth with me right now, BJ Duval and Zach Taylor. Guys, it's been a hell of a race. BJ, thoughts so far?
It's been a lot of fun. There's been a lot of wrecks, but I've been having an absolute blast watching the talent out of these drivers. And yes, there's been a lot of wrecks, but there's been a lot of talent displays. There's been a lot of times that there should have been more wrecks than what there have been.
Absolutely. Zach, what you got, buddy?
Absolutely, and you know, exactly like BJ said, these guys, hey, at Indianapolis, they showed us that they had talent. Here at Darlington, they show us again they have talent. They show us why they're the Cup Series drivers here in the L-TAC Racing League, and they show us why they are the best of the best in the league.
Absolutely. Excuse me. There goes my voice. My voice has decided to go to bed, so I'll be behind it shortly. Anyway, lap 123, caution lights are off on the pace truck as we exit turn 2 right here, going down the back stretch, riding along with Mario LaPinta there. You got kind of a really good look at the transition coming off a turn. It's really kind of you go downhill just a little bit on exit and then back up the hill. And I think that's where the drivers are having the most problem, because that unloads the cars so bad right there. So we're going to keep our eyes on that. We talked about at the top of the show, BJ and I did, how loose these cars are on exit at both ends of the track. So we're coming through 3 and 4 right now. Pace truck is going to duck off here shortly, heading down pit road. Causey's going to bring them back to the green one more time. Lap 123 to 124. And we are coming to the green, underway, and boom, still single file out there. But look at that huge jump, BJ, that Causey and Stone both get on the field.
Absolutely, man. Those guys just shot out of a cannon once again. We've been seeing it all night long out of leaders, but this time it wasn't just the leader, it was the leader and the second place. The leader's already over 1.1 seconds ahead of the rest of the field. That is an insane gap off of a restart.
Absolutely, it is. As we come through 3 and 4, and it looks like our 5th place driver, Richard Springer, may have gotten the wall a little bit right there. As we got a battle for 4th, all the way down the front stretch, down into 1.
Down in the 1, the 13 car has it. Butcher Benjamin wants it. Springer's going to be there to collect up the scraps that are left over after the fight. Meantime, Sean Deal poking his nose in there, and that, interestingly, big wiggle from Butcher Benjamin right there coming off of 2. We just talked about that, how loose these race cars are. He manages to save it, loses a couple of spots, maybe a 3rd one right here. Meantime, we got a great fight going on up here with the 49, the 23 car. Masani in that 49 car has been all over the place tonight. He's had good luck, bad luck. Right now, it looks like he's fighting for to keep that 8th spot, I believe. Yeah, Brooker underneath Green for the 9th spot. That would be the 18. Sorry, Flores in the 23 car. Kyle Green back there. Guys, man, we got some battles heating up here.
Yeah, absolutely. It's getting closer to the later stages of the race. Everybody's going to be fighting for that position, trying to get forward as much as they can. The time to take it easy has ended, and now they're going after it.
Absolutely, they are. And Joseph Causey's, you know, he's singing the famous song, "Bye Bye Bye." You know, that's my favorite catch line tonight. "Bye Bye Bye." That's Joseph Causey's theme song as he pulls down here into the turn 3 Darlington. Well, I was going to say Darlington Sunset, but it's a little bit dark for a sunset, I believe. So the Darlington nighttime, he's turned into Night Rider down here as we got a battle for 3rd.
We got a battle shaping up for 3rd place, as Zach just touched on right here. Springer's making some moves, man. He's got a pretty good car underneath him right now. Not a whole lot of damage, if any at all, and he's just closed right up on the back bumper of the 13 there as we go down into. Oh, look out! Look out! Wow, Stone got wicked loose right there. Stone's been involved in a couple accidents tonight. Oh, a little contact there. Wow, that's one way to take the spot. I mean, geez, BJ, did you see that?
I did. That was almost reminiscent of what took out Joseph, but maybe not quite as aggressive, especially since he had the wall that he could go up there and get a little cushion off of to not lose his car. Man, that hurt him badly right there in the 13 machine.
Absolutely, and Richard Springer, he's looking for 2nd. You know, he's not content with 3rd. He's going to come up here, he's going to try to get 2nd. He backs up his corner there. Now, watch this run, he's going to get off. What he did there is he tried to diamond the corner. You know, hey, driving in a little bit, not quite as deep as a Colin Stone. Get back on the gas a little bit sooner, power the whole way down the straightaway. That is exactly what Richard Springer did right there. Entered a little bit higher. He does it again here in 1 and 2, and he's going to get him down the backstretch right here.
Well, he's going to try to get him down the backstretch right here. We've seen all night long, though. Starting the pass is one thing, finishing it is another. And look, wow, that was a smart move right there on Stone's behalf. He knew Springer was faster, so I'm pretty sure he was off the throttle a little bit longer than normal to let Springer have that spot. And now the 6th, and Springer sets his sights on Causey, who has a 3-second lead right now, BJ.
He does, and as of right now, it looks like they're running relatively the same pace as that ticker up there. You see the gap changing between them.
Oh, boy.
It's staying right around 3 seconds. So we got a car loose around the inside.
Doggone it, the caution's back out. He almost kept it straight, but last second got down into that wall, and it threw him back up into traffic. So, yes, they had to throw the caution, and he's got a pretty heavily damaged car. It looks like he's crabbing a little bit there as well. Ah, doggone it. We had a great run going right there, man. We had some speed going, racing, but unfortunately, looks like the 3 car of Brooker just kind of got a little out of shape there, BJ.
Yeah, and it reaches up and bites you. As you mentioned earlier in the night, this is the track too tough to tame, and it has proven it over and over and over as these drivers, you know, they'll get doing good, they'll move their way forward, and they think they've got it tamed, and there it goes. We watch the replay right here.
That's all it was. He just got loose on exit right there. He was really kind of in the middle of the track. You know, it wasn't up high, but he wasn't down low, right there, kind of mid lane. And I haven't really seen anybody have an issue like that in that particular line there, BJ.
It's getting later in the race. These guys are probably running low on tires. As we mentioned earlier, the track's changing on, temperatures are changing. A whole lot coming into play that's changing the lines on these guys.
And as we see pit stops taking place, Causey's going to give up his lead, come in. And I'm thinking right here, fellas, Zach, I'm thinking these guys are taking their last set of tires for the night. We've only got, looks like 37 laps left, Zach.
Yeah, right now would be the time to do, you know, hey, you know that you can make it on fuel from right here. You take 4 fresh tires, put your 4 Mr. Feel Goods on, go out there, gain a little bit of grip on a really slick racetrack tonight, and hey, you know, you may find yourself a dancing with the lady in black tonight.
Well, Springer is on the lead right now. His last time he pitted was on lap 111. Now, I'm not sure what the fuel mileage is right now on these cars, but he's right, I'm sure, on the outside of the envelope. We're going to try and find out that information for you, but he did take 4 tires of fuel last time he pitted, so I'm pretty impressed with that. Now, we got something I want to cover real quick, fellas. Climbers in this night. Now, this has been a crazy, chaotic night, lots of cautions. But Springer has climbed up 16 spots to take that lead. And right behind him, Sean Deal in the 44 has climbed up 22 spots to find himself in 2nd place right now. And we're in the last stages of this race. So if these guys can maintain what they've got going on right now, they're going to have themselves a good finish. Although I don't think Sean can, because his last time he pitted was lap 106. That puts him really, I think, pretty far out the envelope right there to finish us on one more stop. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, for sure. Springer and Deal both have a long ways to go yet. Long ways to go yet with quite a while since they last pitted. And I hear the notifications going off. I think we're getting the information that we were just looking for. 40 to 42 laps. So these guys, it's not likely that they're going to make it. Really, any of them are going to make it on fuel that are stopping right now and taking fuel and thinking it's going to be their last stop by the looks of it.
Well, if they're able to get 42 laps on fuel, then yeah, the guys that just pitted can make it all the way. Because we're at lap 134 now. Oh no, you're right.
That would be.
Yeah, my math is really off. It's Friday night, dude, and I am so tired right now. That's my only excuse. So you're right. Even right now, everybody's gonna have to stop at least one more time. So really, it's gonna be a matter of who's got one last set of tires. If you stop and think about it.
Yeah, who's been playing that game? Who's been trying to conserve that tire set earlier on in the races, as I talked about earlier?
I'm waiting for somebody to come up with a program that we broadcasters can use that tells us who's got how many tires left. That would be so awesome. Hello out there, software engineers. Are you listening?
ATV SDK.
I don't even know what SDK. So here we go. We're gonna rack them and stack them. We're gonna stay single file, which I love single file. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think single file restarts are the best thing that happened to these guys right now tonight. It's provided some green flag racing. It really has. You can't deny that. We still have our fair share of cautions. And speaking of cautions, we're at 16 right now, guys. 16. The record from 2020 is 17. We might hit that, I think.
Yeah, it's definitely getting close. It's definitely starting to look like it.
Pace truck is off. The 6 car of Springer. Richard Springer's up there in front with the Valvoline covers. Good looking race car. Right behind him, Sean Dillon second, and they're off. Green flag is out. Great start by Springer right there. Now we got a bunch of cars fighting for 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th back here. Look at this, already 2 wide, going down into 1 and 2. Sorry, 3 and 4. Is that 3 and 4? Yeah, that's 3 and 4. As we ride along now with Anthony Mazzotti, the 49. Anthony's had some adventures tonight as they exit 1 and 2 right here, going down the backstretch, heading into turn 3 and 4.
Everybody up here in the top 5 has single filed it out, but that's not going to last for long. So we got one of them up into the wall there. That's going to be 12 car. Oh, big wreck going on. Oh, not a big wreck, but car's getting loose again.
And not a bad wreck, but Causey, our previous leader, just leading this race earlier, and finds himself way out of shape, down off the track, off the pace. And that's going to put him way back there in 18th now. So far behind the pack, you can barely see him. In the meantime, back up front, Springer has a half a second lead over Deal. And those two guys have stepped out to over a full 1.5 seconds over the rest of the field.
Yeah, absolutely. Those two are flying. It seems as though they have played the game. They have played it well to be able to get up there and be pulling away from the field as we speak. How long is that going to last, as the cars behind them have pitted much more recently?
Now we come down here through 3 and 4. Got one in the wall. That's Lauren McFadden. I think that's how you say the last name, McFadden. He got in the wall there through 3 and 4. Keeps it straight. Keeps it going in the correct direction, going out here in turn 1. And everybody's single file. By the time he's in the wall again through 1 and 2, the 82 car is. As everybody seems to be biding their time. Anthony Mazzotti, he's going to look to the inside of Barrick Uphold down here into turn 3, and he should take that spot right here. If I think Barrick's just going to give it to him here in the middle 3 and 4, and that he does. So that moves Anthony Mazzotti from P5 up to P4, and you know, just single files everybody out all the way back to, seems to be about 19th, 12th, 11th, 12th, 13th.
We file back out to single file racing right here. Springer still has a lead up there in that 6 car. Deal still right there behind, about a half a second back. But Berger and Mazzotti, those guys, they're actually closing that gap right now. Berger kind of has the track to run the way he wants to run it right now. He has no pressure behind him, has sort of clean air out front. So I'm thinking, BJ, that, you know, Berger's got a pretty good chance to reel these guys in if we keep going at this pace.
Absolutely. For sure, man. Berger's going to be aiming to get up there as fast as he can, especially as our producer just mentioned to us. The top 5, all top 5 of these cars, with the exception of Mazzotti, are all going for their first career L-TAC wins. So there's going to be, if these guys get caught up to each other, you better believe there's going to be a dogfight for that first career win.
Absolutely, which means Springer's got to keep himself in clean air as long as he can out there. He's probably, I don't know, Zach.
No, Hunter Thrower.
Oh, big hit. Hunter Thrower there just wiped out the rest of that car, I think. That's probably going to do it for the night for him.
Replay coming up. You see Hunter Thrower there. You got no front end, no rear end left. There was no cushion left on that car to take this impact. He looks like he just gets loose, comes up the track, gets into, I'm not even sure who that was. That might have been the 9 car again of Justin Wilson. He's been tangled up in a ton of wrecks here tonight.
I believe that was actually the 23 of Frank Flores III.
And that is a record tying 17th caution.
Oh, when you say it like that, Zach, I really want to go back to bed.
Well, it is past Shady Pines bedtime there, John.
Well, folks, we got another caution. We're going to go ahead and take another commercial break so I can find some caffeine somewhere in this house. When we return, hopefully we'll have the rest of this race go green. So please stay tuned to the LSRTV Productions presentation of the L-TAC Tucson Art Sound Series Sweet Tea 250 here at Darlington. We shall return.
There are moments that surprise and delight the mind and the senses. Introducing Sound Art, the world's first truly customizable, concealed, flat panel art speaker system. A revolutionary combination of incredible sound delivered from your most meaningful pictures. When art and technology intersect, there is a seamless blend of creativity and function.
Come alive in the streetlight, pulling at the stars in the moonlight. Every time I feel you close.
With Sound Art, anyone can print their own artwork or pick from numerous licensed artwork that we have. The possibilities are limitless. Enjoy beautiful and amazing sound throughout your home. The entire surface of your artwork generates incredibly robust sound. Sound Art is elegantly hidden behind a high-grade, textured canvas wrap, bringing together the best of sound and art. This innovative design allows for a truly invisible, high-fidelity sound experience without bulky speakers. For licensors and other businesses, we are capable of producing thousands of units per day.
We're using the highest quality materials to give you the best product available in the market. Everywhere you look, there's always art. What I like so much about Sound Art, that you could just pair it and play.
Ansia, your art never sounded so good.
And welcome back to Darlington Speedway for the L-TAC Tucson Art Series Cup Series race, the Sweet Tea 250. And folks, man, we've talked about it tonight. Some of these guys, their cars look great, but their luck sucks. Well, we're going to go ahead and put Springer in that category. Richard came down pit road to try and get some tires and fuel, I guess, and wound up getting himself an end-of-the-line penalty for commitment line violation. That's unfortunate. You know, he's gonna have to start back. But I mean, let's be honest here, BJ. He would have started pretty far back anyway because he's, you know, not a lot of guys pitted with him. It was just him and I believe the 33 car of Pat and Gill. You know, I mean, you know, a lot of guys pitted with him. Sorry, yeah. My timing just blinked in and out on me, so I was trying to figure out who actually pitted and who didn't. But yeah, that's gonna hurt his odds tonight. It really is.
Yeah, for sure. And we were talking earlier, the top 5 cars, with the exception of Mazzotti, being in contention for a first-time win here at L-TAC. And yeah, now that guy that's got the win out of that top 5 is now leading the race and looking strong for that top spot here tonight.
Well, he's got 35 laps to see if he can get it done. So I'll tell you what, Zach, the youngest of our crew, since you've got all this indomitable energy about you, why don't you bring us back to green, dear sir?
Oh boy, you're asking a tall task from the new guy. But we'll do it. We come down here, 33 and 4 of the Lady in Black. Too tough to tame. She's been tough to tame tonight, ain't she, guys? As we come up off turn 4, and we're green, boot scooting and buggying down here into turn 1. Anthony Massotti says bye to the field, and he is gone down into turn 1. As he's about half a second ahead of Kyle Green.
Oh, I love this guy. I ain't even gonna lie about it. I just love this guy, man. Thank you, Zach. That was a great restart call right there. You know what, man, guys, we got 35 laps right here. A lot can happen, but look what we've got tooling along back here. And I guess that's 5th, the 12 car minus a nose. We were talking about this earlier. As long as your power's there, you can still be good at this track. And just as I say that, he's got the 1 car, Butcher Benjamin, down there looking on the inside. Butcher Benjamin, guys, he's had a rough night. He was leading a lot of this race. He's right up there with Joseph Joseph and Ryan Dingler for the first 20-30 laps of this race. Got some bad luck and has made his way back up into the top 5.
Yeah, for sure, and he's definitely looking to make his way on forward and see if he can't put his name back in the mix for contention of the win. He's passed a lot of cars here tonight. I don't know which one's passed more cars, whether it be him or Joseph. Unfortunately, Joseph no longer on track, but he is definitely working his way forward, doing everything he can to get back at it.
Absolutely he is, and Anthony Massotti still going bye. Down here into turn 3, Taylor Butcher Benjamin looking to the inside of Mario LaPinta. I'm just going to call him Mario, or Mario, however you say it. Currently in P4. He's under pressure, and guys, we have broke the record for cautions, number 18 tonight.
We were just watching the 2 car. I'm not sure what happened there. We'll see if Mason can find us a replay, but he was making some moves, and then we cut to another car, and next thing you know, he's on the inside of the track, stopped. So that's unfortunate. We're going to hit the replay. He looks like he's peeking down the inside and just gets loose. Once again, man, we have talked about this all night long. Corner exit. These cars are wicked loose on corner exit. It's so hard to make a move as you come off the turn right there. And BJ, I think that was a prime example of what we've been talking about.
Yeah, for sure. You know, we've heard of, everybody's heard of commentator's curse. I'm wondering if that wasn't producer's curse on that one there, putting the camera on him and then taking it back off and he wrecks. But yeah, so the 18th caution, we've broken the Darlington record for cautions for the L-TAC series. There's one more record that I know of that we can break here tonight, and I'm hoping we don't, and that is 24 cautions on an LSRTV broadcast.
Why would you say that?
Well, maybe if he says it won't happen.
Hey, I'm a go-getter, man. I like to break records.
You know what? I'm a little concerned about our race admin, Nolan Rimple. I wonder how many shots he's had so far.
He's had so many that eventually, here before long, there isn't going to be anybody spinning on the track and we're going to get cautions.
So, folks, we're going to be under caution again for a couple of laps here. So, Mason, if we can, let's take a quick break. I'm going to get some more water, and we'll come back to some green flag racing. We're going to think positive. It's going to be green flag racing from here on out. We got lap 152. We'll be back, folks. LSRTV's presentation of the L-TAC Tucson Sound Art Sweet T250 at Darlington Speedway. Thank you very much.
There are moments that surprise and delight the mind and the senses. Introducing Sound Art, the world's first truly customizable, concealed, flat panel art speaker system. A revolutionary combination of incredible sound delivered from your most meaningful pictures. When art and technology intersect, there is a seamless blend of creativity and function.
Come alive in the streetlight, pulling at the stars in the moonlight. Every time I feel you close.
With Sound Art, anyone can print their own artwork or pick from numerous licensed artwork that we have. The possibilities are limitless. Enjoy beautiful and amazing sound throughout your home. The entire surface of your artwork generates incredibly robust sound. Sound art is elegantly hidden behind a high-grade, textured canvas wrap, bringing together the best of sound and art. This innovative design allows for a truly invisible, high-fidelity sound experience without bulky speakers. For licensors and other businesses, we are capable of producing thousands of units per day.
We're using the highest quality materials to give you the best product available in the market. Everywhere you look, there's always art. What I like so much about sound art, that you could just pair it and play.
Ansia, your art never sounded so good.
And welcome back. We're just about ready to go back to green here at Darlington Speedway for the Sweet T250. That's the L-TAC Tucson Sound Art Cup Series, next-gen cars. They've been a handful for these guys tonight. Bryce, Zach, I mean, these guys, we've got banged up, beat up cars everywhere on track. I think the only one I can see that does not have any damage is that 99 car of Christensen.
Yeah, it might be the only one left clean out here on the track. Or, well, never mind. Damage on them.
Yeah, I didn't see where I was at. Good Lord.
Well, what about, nope, I see some crinkling on that one.
I think we should just give it up.
Yeah.
If we call somebody out over there who's undamaged, you know the next caution is going to be them, so we shouldn't say anything.
How about the 98 car?
See, you don't listen. That poor guy.
Let's take a look at that 98 of Frank's real quick.
Well, here we go. Lights are off. We are single file for the restart. Kyle Green, the 18 car, is your leader. Stone in the 43 behind him. LaPinta, Butcher, Benjamin, and Hamilton are your top five. Pace truck dives off into the pit road, coming off of turn 3 and 4. We're green flag is in the air, and not really a huge start this time, BJ, for Kyle Green.
Nah, Stone will stay right there with them, right there in that 43 machine. We do see him pulling ahead a little bit, but that could be a little bit more due to the restart and being able to get that run.
Absolutely. Down here through 3 and 4. It's been trouble corner the last couple cautions. It looks like we're going to make it clean. Do I dare say we make it clean yet? And now I can. We make it clean through 3 and 4 all the way down into 1.
We make it clean through 3 and 4 for now. In the meantime, back there, that 1 car of Butcher Benjamin's trying to find a way around the 12 car of Hamilton. The fact that he can't pass him, BJ, tells me that he doesn't have cosmetic damage. He's probably got some engine damage on that car.
Yeah, I'd say there's some kind of issues going on there with it. He does have a little bit on the left rear. It looks like it's pushed in just a little bit, but that would not affect it, especially when the 12 car right now is running faster than him. And that 12 car doesn't even have a front bumper.
And McFadden in the wall again in 1 and 2. I don't know. Every time we got a spinner off of 2, and it's going to be 2 cars. It's a 6 car Richard Springer, previous leader who was going to win his first career race, looked like, and now his night has turned into shambles.
Shambles indeed. That's an unfortunate. Another unfortunate caution didn't really, have to happen, but when you get loose, it's just, we've covered it so hard. Here's the replay right here, folks, coming off of 2. Once again, that corner's just been biting guys all night long. He got loose. Looks like he collected a little bit of somebody with him right there. Down to the inside wall, brings a caution out. Under caution one more time. I've lost count. I've lost count of cautions.
19. 5 away.
But hey, the good news is we're under 25 to go. So one more commercial break, Mr. Mason, if you don't mind. Okay. And when we come back, yes, we will have green flag racing. Right, guys? Yes. Yes.
Possibly correct.
We'll be back, folks. Stay tuned to the LSRTV presentation of the Sweet T250 here at Darlington for the L-TAC Tucson Sound Art Next Gen Cup Series. We shall return.
There are moments that surprise and delight the mind and the senses. Introducing Sound Art, the world's first truly customizable, concealed, flat panel art speaker system. A revolutionary combination of incredible sound delivered from your most meaningful pictures. When art and technology intersect, there is a seamless blend of creativity and function.
Come alive in the streetlight, pulling at the stars in the moonlight. Every time I feel you close.
With sound art, anyone can print their own artwork or pick from numerous licensed artwork that we have. The possibilities are limitless. Enjoy beautiful and amazing sound throughout your home. The entire surface of your artwork generates incredibly robust sound. Sound art is elegantly hidden behind a high-grade, textured canvas wrap, bringing together the best of sound and art. This innovative design allows for a truly invisible, high-fidelity sound experience without bulky speakers. For licensors and other businesses, we are capable of producing thousands of units per day.
We're using the highest quality materials to give you the best product available in the market. Everywhere you look, there's always art. What I like so much about sound art, that you could just pair it and play.
Ansia, your art never sounded so good.
And welcome back one more time to Darlington Speedway for the Tucson Sound Art Cup Series race, the Sweet Tea 250. Here for the L-TAC Series, I'm John Muschin, alongside BJ Duval and Zachary Taylor. Down in the the production trailer, Mason Heimbaugh, bringing us these fantastic, beautiful images that you're watching right here. Folks, it's been a race. It's been kind of a dirty, nasty, typical Darlington, gritty, beat the hell out of everybody on track kind of race. But we're down to 20 to go here shortly. And next time by on this next restart, as we see Kyle Green up there in first, Stone behind him, LaPinta, Hamilton, and Butcher Benjamin round out your top five. BJ, we touched on this earlier. I don't think the one car has a lot of power left under the hood. He's had some wrecks tonight. His car's not too badly crinkled up on the outside, but I think he's down on power in that one car.
Yeah, there's definitely something going on, as after that last restart, we saw him fall back pretty quickly away from that 12 car. He was able to hold on to that 5th position, but he just had nothing in that machine to catch up to the 4 cars in front of him.
Which says a lot because, I mean, man, the 12 car is missing half his front. He looks like a modified out there. But here we go, folks. We're going to stack them up again, single file, which is for the better. Trust me on this one when I say that. We get a lot more green flag racing out of the way by single file restarts. So we're going to rack them and stack them here. We don't have a whole lot of cars left on track, really. We started this race with 24. I believe we got 18 left still on the lead lap. And I believe Springer has retired his vehicle, if I'm not mistaken. So we're just willing to field down by attrition, I guess. Here we go. Pace car is going through 3 and 4 now. Lights are off. He's going to duck down the pit road right there. We're going to wait for Kyle to get to that restart box. And he's going to hammer down when he feels like it, which is right about there. And we're off. Green flag racing once again. Kyle Green out front, Stone behind him in that 43, but he does not get a great start that time, BJ. So he's got Stone right there on his back door.
Yeah, it almost looked like he was afraid of spinning his tires, or he did not start in the gear that he originally wanted to, as everybody just stuck right with him. I think that was the most, you can almost say, lazy restart out of the leader that we've seen all race long. And I think
all right, we lost Zach right there, but that's okay. So yeah, I mean, it's a really good way to phrase it, a lazy restart. I don't think I've seen anything like that. Oh, we got another caution on track.
Caution number 20. Man.
Oh, and it's Muzzatti. Muzzatti's had his hands full tonight too. He's had some ups, but he's had a lot of downs tonight there, PJ.
Yeah, he made his way all the way up into the lead position at one point in time, but Muzzatti there in that 49 machine, we've seen him around. We've seen him
there it is
losing it as he did right there. This is what, the 3rd, maybe 4th time we've seen him do that tonight and somehow not touch anything, not collect any other cars. And we're talking about the clean car, and you know something?
It's crazy.
I think that might be the clean car.
Well, he's definitely got a rabbit's foot or a horseshoe or something in that car because, like you said, he's been around a few times tonight, looking the wrong way down track, and doesn't seem to have a whole lot of wrinkles on that car to speak of. But folks, my goodness, 20 cautions in, so why not? Let's take another commercial break. And just, give ourselves some time to calm down in the booth because, my goodness, I'm just so excited right now. We'll be back for the Tucson Sound Art Cup Series Sweet T250 here at Darlington for the L-TAC Series LSRTV Productions. Stay tuned. We shall return.
There are moments that surprise and delight the mind and the senses. Introducing Sound Art, the world's first truly customizable, concealed, flat panel art speaker system. A revolutionary combination of incredible sound delivered from your most meaningful pictures. When art and technology intersect, there is a seamless blend of creativity and function.
Come alive in the streetlight, pulling at the stars in the moonlight. Every time I feel you close.
With Sound Art, anyone can print their own artwork or pick from numerous licensed artwork that we have. The possibilities are limitless. Enjoy beautiful and amazing sound throughout your home. The entire surface of your artwork generates incredibly robust sound. Sound Art is elegantly hidden behind a high-grade, textured canvas wrap, bringing together the best of sound and art. This innovative design allows for a truly invisible, high-fidelity sound experience without bulky speakers. For licensors and other businesses, we are capable of producing thousands of units per day.
We're using the highest quality materials to give you the best product available in the market. Everywhere you look, there's always art. What I like so much about Sound Art, that you could just pair it and play.
Ansia, your art never sounded so good.
And welcome back. The Pace Trucks lights are still on, so we're going back to commercial. No, I'm kidding. Just messing with my producer down there in the van. But, oh my goodness. Folks, 20 cautions, 15 to go. 15 laps to go in this race. We're on our 20th caution. Kyle Green is leading this thing. I don't know what else to say tonight. It's been up, it's been down, it's been mostly down. These guys are having a hard time, it seems, BJ, getting their heads around this loose race car on this track.
Well, you got to go right to go left. It's loose. You might as well go for it.
Ah, there's that dirt tracker again. Oh, my goodness. We're on asphalt, BJ. Asphalt, sir. There's no mud out there.
Well, you can't blame a dirt racer for thinking dirt racing.
That's true. That's true. And from what I hear, he's a pretty damn good dirt racer, but let's not give him any more ego boosts tonight. So, back to the race. We've got 18 cars on the lead lap right now, but the vast majority of those cars look like they've been through a figure eight race or a demolition derby. So really, it's going to be the guy out front, up to him, I think, BJ. He's got to keep his nose clean. He's got the clean air out there. As long as he can stay in front, keep that clean air, I think Kyle Green's going to be okay for the rest of this race.
Absolutely. And these restarts are playing in his favor big time, especially staying single file. Every single time a caution comes out, that just increases his chances of winning every single time.
And, every caution makes somebody happy, and all these cautions are making Kyle Green happy.
Yeah, and I mean, what's not to be happy about? He's out there in the front at Darlington Speedway. If he pulls this off, that's a pretty big win. Everybody wants to win at Darlington, be it the sim race or the real race. Winning at Darlington is something else. But anyway, the Pace Trucks lights are off. He's off of the racetrack. Down in the pit road, we going back to green. Kyle Green hits that hammer, and we're back to green flag racing. And look at this view from Logan Hamilton's car, folks, as we ride along with the 12 car. He's driving a modified in the Cup Series. Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't have a comment for that, but it's working.
He's putting air to the right front. He's getting extra air to his front tires. That way they're gripping a little bit better. I like the strategy. It's a bold one, but I like it.
Now we see the one car going to try and make a pass again. We've talked about this already. He's down on power, so it's going to be very difficult for him. But back to what Zach just said. Even though he says it in humor, that's a fact, folks. Dale Jr. did that back, I think it was in Martinsville, way back when he was, 23 car into the wall hard right there. Keeps it straight though, but the 49 of Muzzati, he's probably wide awake right now. I'm sure he thought that car was coming down on top of him. But what I was saying is, way back in the day, Junior was talking about that he knocked the right front fender off of his car at Martinsville. He was trying to make the pass, got into it from the inside. The 12 is into the outside wall. We're still green.
Hey!
We're still green. Shush.
Yeah, we're good.
All right. Wow, that was insane right there, folks. The one car. And as I said, oh my gosh, what a hit! Wow, Brooker, the 3 car, just slammed the inside wall. He's going to alt F4, but it's too late. The caution's out for our 21st caution, which is going to bring us under 10 to go by the time we go back to green. But as I was saying, the 6 car, sorry, the 1 car back there in 6 had been trying to make that pass for a long time, but he's down on power. We're pretty sure of that. And finally, he just drove it in there as hard as he could, hoping to make it stick and keep, since it's under power, keep the grip. And unfortunately, it looks like he got into the car of Hamilton there, but that wasn't where the caution came out. The caution came out with Brooker losing control, coming off the exit right there and slamming that wall. I tell you what, BJ, that was probably the hardest hit I've seen tonight.
Yeah, I don't care if he had planned on trying to continue driving. I don't think that car would have. It's toast. But on another, sorry, go ahead, Zach.
And Nate Brooker has decided to pull his car behind the pit wall. He has officially retired from the race. Whether it be his discretion or race controls, they've came to a mutual agreement to just pack it up and head to Nashville a little bit early here tonight.
And there we have it, folks, from race control and our production booth. The 3 car of Brooker has been parked. Third self-spin tonight, so that's going to end his night with 9 to go. He's still going to actually finish in the top 20, believe it or not. That's just crazy to me. But that's the kind of night we've had tonight, fellas. We've just had a lot of cars getting wrecked out. And look at this lucky dog car. It's going to be Richard Springer coming around to get his lap back. I believe that's going to put him back on the lead lap. So look at that. A guy that was leading for a while tonight, had a really good fast race car, had some bad damage, got that repaired, it looks like. Going to take that lucky dog, and we'll see if he can't, salvage himself a decent finish tonight there, BJ.
Yeah, it looks like he'll be restarting in 17th, and we've seen other drivers such as Joseph and Butcher Benjamin come through the field in about the amount of laps that he's going to have to do it to get up there and get himself back into a good position here. But there's one thing you were hitting on there with Dale Earnhardt Jr. I believe you said at Martinsville trying to pull something that we see the 12 car doing with missing parts on the front end. I was enjoying story time with Grandpa there.
No, yeah, that was gosh, it was way back. I know it was like the cars before the COT car, so we're talking like 2004, 2005, somewhere around there. His car had been crap all day. Just wasn't running real good, but as soon as he knocked that fender off and got that air cooled off, he said the car was it was unbelievably good. So much grip. He was just passing people. I mean, he was laps down, but it didn't matter. He was just so fast. But you got to Google that story. I think it's on his download, man. It's great to hear him tell it. It's hilarious. I mean, he's such a great storyteller, Dale Jr. is. And not to get off topic, but yeah, if you folks want a good listen and you love NASCAR history as much as I do, go check out the Dale Jr. download. He's got some great interviews with people. Right now, this week, I believe it's Boris Said. Boris Said has some great stories. I don't know if you young listeners know what I'm talking about, but
Said.
Yeah, Said was an amazing road course racer. Not a bad oval racer, but when it came to road course racing, man, he really coined the term road course ringer. He was one of the guys that back in the day, every Cup team wanted to get their hands on if they needed somebody to drive a Cup car on a road course really fast. But I digress. Go check it out if you want to, man. Dale Jr. download. You can Google that and find it. Great stuff to listen to. Back to Darlington Speedway here. Guys, 7 to go. 21 cautions so far. Huh, what a night.
been a long one, and we're closing in, I believe, on 15 minutes to go in the server and 7 laps to do it. 7 laps to do it in 15 minutes. It's gonna be it's starting to look like it's gonna be close.
It'll be very close, but I think I'm gonna think positive here. These guys aren't wrecking on purpose. Let's just be honest here. They're not doing this on purpose. They're doing the best they can, and this is a hard track, and it's a new car, so it's kind of stacked against them. Anyway, we're going back to green. The pace truck is off the track on the pit road. Kyle Green stomps on that gas pedal, gets himself a great restart right there. Wow, you saw that right there in that view, folks. Causey, wicked loose on the start right there. Spun those tires coming off the turn, but still maintains a good speed, making a challenge down on the inside on the car of, I did not see that he's challenging right there. Oh, the 13 car of LaPinta. Oh, LaPinta, fight on the outside, gets loose, hangs on to it, keeps it straight, but he's going to give that spot up to Causey. Maybe another one to deal on the outside, deal in the ideal position. I see what I did there. He's in a great spot to take that away from him with a great move on the outside, right along with Lauren Fadden now. BJ, take it away.
You see there, looked like car up ahead of McFadden there, got a little loose coming off the turns. We've seen over and over. They're able to hold on to it. Now, one thing you mentioned on that restart with Causey, he did bobble, but he was still faster than 2 of the cars in front of him on that restart. That's absolutely insane. 2 more cars shooting to the bottom, getting loose off of corner exit right there. I believe that was turn 2.
Talk to me, Zach.
Yeah, absolutely. As we come down forward and go for Kyle Green, and Colin Stone said, hang on, wait a minute, this race ain't over. It's still got a little bit of boot scooting to do here around the turns, as he's going to try to get up here and give Kyle Green a run for his money as Kyle slides off of turn 2, all the way down here into turn 3. He is digging down into 3. Wow, that car's fast. As don't look now, but here comes Joseph Causey, one of the most consistent guys in the league. And here he is at the end of another race, looking to win another race.
Causey, I'm sorry, go ahead there, bud.
Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, Causey's actually been involved in some incidents tonight. Was missing a front end earlier. Looks like he got a lot of repairs done there. He's going to try and get right up on that left rear corner of Stone, try to make that drag pass, as we call it, where they side drop these cars and drag them back a little. It didn't work out for him. I don't know if he's got the car to beat the 43 right now. He definitely can't catch Kyle Green. I can promise you that. He's got too much damage, I think, but he might be able to get back up on that bumper, the 43, and loosen him up. As we come to 2 to go right now, this time by Kyle Green has a great lead out front right now, probably about 5 car lengths ahead of Stone in the 43. Stone, who was involved in a pretty serious accident earlier that resulted in the departure of Joseph from this race. He's got a challenge now down the inside. Causey going hard down into turn 3 and 4. Going to see if he can clear him right here. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it. 43 on the outside is in the preferred position right there, coming off that exit of that turn, down the front stretch, drag racing across the start-finish line. Final lap, 1 to go. Kyle Green out front, watching this battle in his rearview mirror. That's what he wants to see right there. The 43 drives it in so hard into 1 right there. He gets in the outside wall. It's going to slow him down. It's going to let Causey get by on the outside. Going down the backstretch for the final time. Kyle Green, Causey, Stone, Deal, Berger down on the inside, trying to take that spot away from him is Deal in the 44 car, coming through 3 and 4 one more time. Checkered flag is out for Kyle Green, takes the victory, and it's going to be Causey, Stone, Deal, and Berger are your top 5. Woo! What a race, guys.
What a race. And Anthony Masadi spun off of turn 4 there. He's going to limp across in 15th.
I really thought Causey was making some great moves right there, man. He was, yeah, I think if he hadn't had the damage he had from so long earlier, he might have had something for Green, but he just ran out of time. Well, folks, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we'll give you the, we're going to do the lineup now, the unofficial results right now. We'll do the top 20, starting with Green, our winner. Causey in second place. Stone, Colin Stone in the 43 car, comes home third. Sean Deal fourth. Jeremy Berger fifth. Mario LaPinta sixth. Taylor Butcher Benjamin comes back from a lot of downs tonight, a lot of wrecks, finishes 7th place. Lauren McFadden in the 82, up 14 spots to 8th. 9th will be Barrick upholding that 92 car, and 57th rounds out top 10. BJ, who you got?
And you got Kevin Franks, Hunter Thrower, Logan Hamilton, Richard Springer, Anthony Musati, Frank Floors, Nathan Christensen, and Robert Pentagale running out top 18. Then it's going to be Justin Wilson and Nate Brooker, the top 20.
Zach, finish it up for us, buddy.
Where'd you leave off at?
You're 21st.
21st. Sorry. So we have Grant Pearson P21, Joseph P22, Tyler Grenard P23, and Ryan Dingler P24. That rounds out your field.
That's unfortunate. Ryan Dingler had a great race going for tonight. Wound up going from basically the top 3 to dead last in the field. Folks, that's going to do it for us for right now, but we are going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to get you some post-race interviews for the LSRTV post-race show, talk to our top 3, and have some thoughts on the race and next week. So make sure you stay tuned for the Sweet T250 post-race interview, and then we'll round this thing out of here. So my name's John. We'll be back. LSRTV Productions, Sweet T250 here at Darlington Speedway for the L-TAC Tucson Art Sound Series Cup Race. We'll return.
There are moments that surprise and delight the mind and the senses. Introducing Sound Art, the world's first truly customizable, concealed, flat panel art speaker system. A revolutionary combination of incredible sound delivered from your most meaningful pictures. When art and technology intersect, there is a seamless blend of creativity and function.
Come alive in the streetlight, pulling at the stars in the moonlight. Every time I feel you close.
With Sound Art, anyone can print their own artwork or pick from numerous licensed artwork that we have. The possibilities are limitless. Enjoy beautiful and amazing sound throughout your home. The entire surface of your artwork generates incredibly robust sound. Sound Art is elegantly hidden behind a high-grade, textured canvas wrap, bringing together the best of sound and art. This innovative design allows for a truly invisible, high-fidelity sound experience without bulky speakers. For licensors and other businesses, we are capable of producing thousands of units per day.
We're using the highest quality materials to give you the best product available in the market. Everywhere you look, there's always art. What I like so much about Sound Art, that you could just pair it and play.
Ansia, your art never sounded so good.
Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, right? Our Ram trucks, truck of the year, amazing trucks. We have fun Jeeps, and then the exciting Dodge and Chrysler products. Lots of performance there, lots of excitement there. They've done a great job in really creating a full scope product line that could suit everybody's needs. Whether it's a family vehicle or a fun vehicle or a utility type vehicle or a big truck, we've got it all for our customers.
There are moments that surprise and delight the mind and the senses. Introducing Sound Art, the world's first truly customizable, concealed, flat panel art speaker system. A revolutionary combination of incredible sound delivered from your most meaningful pictures. When art and technology intersect, there is a seamless blend of creativity and function.
Come alive in the streetlight, pulling at the stars in the moonlight. Every time I feel you close.
With Sound Art, anyone can print their own artwork or pick from numerous licensed artwork that we have. The possibilities are limitless. Enjoy beautiful and amazing sound throughout your home. The entire surface of your artwork generates incredibly robust sound.
And welcome back, folks, to Darlington Speedway. We have wrapped up the L-TAC Cup Series sponsored by Tucson Sound Art. My tongue is tired. It's been a long night. This was the Sweet T250. We had have a very eventful race. That's what we'll call it, an eventful race. We saw Kyle Green bring home the win in that 18 car. We saw Joseph Cosby and Colin Stone round out your top 3. So, in the spirit of that, we're going to start off with Mr. Stone, third place finisher. We're going to pull him up here into the booth and get an interview with him real quick. Colin, this is John up in the booth, buddy. You got me?
Yeah.
Hey, man, congratulations on finishing this Death Race 2000 we had here at Darlington. Talk to me about that third place run of yours, man.
My legs are dead asleep. This is easily probably one of the worst races I've ever participated in. But yeah, you're right. Death race.
I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not being facetious when I say that. I know I cracked a joke there, but this was a very tough race for us broadcasters up here in the booth. I can't imagine how tired you are right now. About what point in this race did you think, oh my God, are we ever going to finish this race?
About lap 40.
Yeah. Let me get your thoughts on this car. This was your first time, I'm guessing, driving the new next gen, I should say, here at Darlington. What'd you think?
I really hope Darlington is off the calendar. It's just not a good track, especially with these cars. I don't know if it was the setup or the track, but it just was not fun to race, to be honest.
Well, look, man, I know you're tired. We'll make this real quick. Do you have anybody you want to thank for your third place finish tonight?
Nah, not really.
All right, folks. There you have it, folks. Every time I see Colin's car, I think of Tony the Tiger. I don't know why. Maybe it's the color combination. I'm not sure, but that's Colin Stone driving the number 43 Toyota Camry. That was our third place finisher. You heard it. He's just exhausted. These guys are probably all worn out. Not even going to lie. I'm worn out, and I was just sitting on my butt in the broadcast booth. So next, we're going to talk to Joseph Causey, our second place finisher for the 88 car. Joseph, this is John. You got me?
Yes, I do.
Well, we talked to the third place guy, and he's exhausted. How you feeling?
Oh, pretty good, man. I wanted that so bad. I think I got better as the race went on, because at first I wasn't very confident. And then when I got behind Joseph, and I was up front for a little while, I freaking figured out how to race it a little bit more. And then I was like, man, then I started setting the world on fire after that, because I felt like I was fast. I felt like I was coming for the front.
Yeah, we were watching you, man. Now, I have a question for you. You were involved in a couple of incidents. How bad was the damage? I mean, it looks to me like you didn't have any loss of power.
Not bad at all. There was one where I went a lap down. I was tired of going with the cautions, man. I started eating my food. I had food displayed in front of me. I had to eat my food, mate. I was hungry.
You sound like my booth mate BJ. He was munching on cookies. I had pizza. Zach had steak. We were all right there with you, man. Well, look, congratulations.
I had fajitas in front of me, man.
Oh, my Lord. My goodness. Well, congratulations on this second place run, man. You got anybody you want to thank for it?
Thank my guys at Frontline Esports for putting me on the team here recently, Bruzy Racewear and freaking Razors Apparel, man. And y'all guys for putting on the broadcast. I think I'm gonna go back and watch the last 7 laps, not the whole thing, but you know, I like to watch the very end. That was some hard racing there at the end.
I need whatever the hell you're drinking, man. You sound like you are wired, ready to do another 180 laps, and
I was excited. I was getting to the front. I was like, man, I'm rolling.
Yeah, you look great. You really did on the last 15, 20 laps there when we were green. So congratulations again there, Joseph, on a great run, man. And we look forward to seeing you next week in Nashville.
All right, appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Well, folks, unfortunately, we don't have our race winner here for an interview. He's chosen to decline. He's probably asleep in the car. Let's be honest here. He's probably fell asleep in a sim rig. Not even gonna lie about it. So that's gonna be it, man. We had a long race tonight. 21 cautions, 180 laps. We probably spent a good, I don't know, 75% of the race under caution. I don't have the stat in front of me. Kyle Green's your winner. Joseph Causey, second place. Third place, Colin Stone. Fourth place, Sean Deal, and fifth place is Jeremy Berger. There's the final unofficial results for you right there on the screen. They will probably be announcing some penalties next week. We'll get those for you next week. Speaking of, we're going to be at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway, a short track venue. God pray for us. That's really all I can say. This new car has been a handful. Now, I'm not knocking. Please understand, I'm not knocking the guys here at L-TAC. I have been racing this car since it came out. With this new patch at Daytona, it's everybody that drives this car. It's so hard to handle. It's so hard to get your head around how this thing works, like in the draft by itself, with damage, without damage. So these guys, I think, did an amazing job tonight just trying to figure that out at Darlington Speedway, one of the hardest tracks we have on the service. So my hat's off to them. I would have probably parked this thing about 40 laps in and said to hell with it, but that's just me. I'm lazy. Anyway, for myself and Mason Heimbaugh, down in the production trailer, BJ Duvall and Zachary Taylor. I'm John Mushton Jr. You have been watching the LSRTV Productions presentation of the L-TAC Tucson Sound Art Cup Series Race Sweet Tea 250 here at Darlington, South Carolina. It's been a long night, folks. God bless each and every one of you that stuck around and watched this whole thing. Say a prayer for Nolan Rimple. I think he's probably halfway through his 5th bottle of Jack Daniels by now after tonight. And we'll see you guys next week in Nashville. Thanks for tuning in. Y'all have a blessed night. Bye-bye.